Hey guys, Degen1 here. Just wanted to give you a heads up about today's episode. We will be talking about a lot of spoilers, so if you haven't watched Bocchi the Rock yet, then I suggest you click away from this video. But anyway, enjoy.
What's that? What do you guys hear? Hold up.
Oh yeah?
In the distance. Is that the Bocchi episode?
Yeah!
Yes!
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Degen Diplomacy. I'm Degen number 1,
I'm DJ number 2.
DJ 3.
and today, it's the Bocchi episode, guys.
It's finally here.
It's finally here. It ended like a few days ago.
Yeah.
This is probably coming out a few days after, quote unquote.
Yes, of course.
But with this, we can finally stop talking about Bocchi, right guys?
No,
No.
not happening.
Anyway,
Yeah, it was also released on the 25th in our time zone, so it was basically the second coming. So, yeah.
Yeah,
just-
pretty
just
much, right?
Little note.
well, since it ended, we just wanted to have like a special episode on it, right,
Yes.
guys?
Yeah.
Because would you say this is your anime of the year?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
There's never been a show that's like kept my attention for so long. Well, like I've thought about it every day.
Yeah,
And it's one of those shows where like if I see a clip, I'm clicking the clip. I'm gonna watch it.
pretty much. Yeah, I cannot tell you how many times I've watched like the Crunchyroll clips over and over again.
Yeah.
Right. So let's get this episode started, right? For those who don't know, who might not know what Bocchi the Rock is, why don't we explain to them what
We'll
it is?
explain then. Oh, do you want to go through the structure of the episode, or like how we're gonna lay things out?
No.
Oh, is
Okay.
it? Oh. Oh, okay. All right.
No.
All right.
No.
All right. Cool. We'll just wing it, huh?
I mean, we have it right here on this piece of paper.
Yes. This piece of paper, quote unquote.
Yep.
All right. So, what is Bocchi the Rock?
Well, Bocchi the Rock is a coming of age story about a high school girl named Goto. Goto. I know her name.
Yeah.
Did you write a I read a synopsis.
I didn't write a
I read
synopsis. You do it.
All right. So, despite being an extremely socially anxious person, Hitori Goto is determined to gain popularity and turns to music, aiming to play in a famous rock band. That's pretty much a basic summary of what the show is about, right?
Yeah, socially anxious girl who wants people to go crazy for her, so she joins a rock band.
Yeah, exactly. So this anime is about her forming a rock band, right?
Yeah. Oh, I guess she doesn't really form a rock band. She just joins. them.
Spoilers, man.
That's like the first episode.
Anyway, okay. So now we got that out of the way, right?
Yes.
What were your first impressions about Bocchi?
Okay. Actually, I want to know how you guys found out about Bocchi.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I saw it on AniList like a season before, but it actually got delayed.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just like a random slice of life show, I thought. I was glad it was delayed because, it was better. It probably made it better since it was delayed.
Slightly superior slice of life anime.
Yeah.
Okay. So I had no idea about Bocchi's existence
Mm-hmm.
until like the season came along.
Yeah.
I knew that Kevin had planned to watch Bocchi,
Mm-hmm.
and then another friend was like, "Hey, there's a show about music bands. Are you gonna watch it?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, sure. I'll put it in planning or something."
Mm-hmm.
And then I ran out of anime to watch for that season, so I was like, all right, I guess it's time to watch Bocchi.
So Bocchi was a leftover for you.
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow.
I had
okay.
no idea what I was
Yeah.
going into.
Was a sleeper.
It was a sleeper
a
anime.
huge
It was a
sleeper.
sleeper anime, and then it grew.
It
Then
grew
it
in
blew
you.
up.
Wait, how many episodes were out when you started watching?
1, I think.
1. So you both started like when there's 1 episode.
Yeah, I saw it was like around 3.
3. Oh, you started later.
I when I saw it, I thought I was like the second out of my friendship circle to watch it.
Oh yeah.
I might have actually been the first, but like still, I saw episode 1, and then I just told like people, hey, you should watch this because this is amazing.
And right, you were. Wait, anyone in your friend circle still watching it? Like, did they finish it?
Well, okay, I have like one friend who hasn't finished it yet, but
Yeah.
like three or four friends that have finished it.
Okay. Good. Spread the word. There is a recording of me like before I watched Bocchi.
Yeah.
And there's one after. Okay, so if I remember right, it
Oh,
was in
yeah.
our was that a Guilty Pleasures episode? Anyway, it was something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are you guys talking about? What's this Bocchi the Rock thing? Oh, is it just a dumb slice of life show?
Is it just like a knockoff
Yeah,
K-On?
what's this Kesoku band, bro?
What is this Kesoku band? I was like, is this budget K-On? I think I called it budget K-On.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
And honestly, it's like the opposite of a budget K-On. It's a better K-On.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa,
Be
hot
careful what
take.
you say. Controversial
Oh,
take?
what?
No,
Controversial.
popular
Not even
opinion.
controversial, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was like what our first introduction to Bocchi, right?
Yeah.
We were your introduction to
Yes,
Bocchi.
you linked me in.
Yeah.
You referred me.
All right, so then we'll move on to our first impressions of it then, right?
Okay, so first episode, right? You're sitting there, you just played the first episode. You see, how does it start again? it's just like Bocchi's a kid or something.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
gives like a little
Grows
summary.
up, middle school, high school.
Yeah, something like that. And she's like, oh, I'm that one girl that like no one talks to, or like fails to join in with the rest of the group. And the teacher usually like leads her away, or something along those lines.
Oh yeah.
And then she
She
discovers
she was
music.
watching TV, and then there was this guy who was like, I became popular through music. So she was like, all right, Dad, where's your guitar? I'm gonna start rocking it out.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
3 years later, she's no friends still, but you know what? She's good at the guitar.
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
Got a YouTube channel or something?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
got a lot of 10 comments in that one video.
Oh,
The
better than
latest
us. Holy.
No, that hurts.
Too real.
Too real.
Anyway, she tried her best to make friends. Nobody approached her, so she's depressed, sitting at a playground.
Mhm.
Then all of a sudden, a stroke of luck, somebody needs a guitarist. She joins a band. She plays. They think she's horrible, but that's where it begins, right? That's where she will begin to grow,
Yeah, that's where her journey begins.
Yeah.
'Cause, she sucks at syncing up with other people.
right? This show, I feel like, is less about progress as a band and
Yeah.
more like her becoming a person.
Yeah, it's her personal growth
Yeah.
mainly.
Coming of age.
And one thing I like about it is that it's not like after one show she's like automatically confident or something, or like there's a huge noticeable difference. She'd still botch you, but there's like a very slight difference. But she might like speak up one time, or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Or she'll do it more frequently.
Yeah, so that was like part of my first impressions of the show, because I watched like 3 episodes, right? They don't start playing music until episode 4. So then my first impressions of the show was like, for a show about like rock bands, there's not much playing at all,
Yeah,
right? Even the first performance where like it was just like skipped over, right?
yeah.
It was nothing
So
serious.
they play like I think they play like a tiny bit or something.
yeah, they
but
play
you
a
don't-
tiny bit, but like Bocchi's just talking.
Yeah, just her in
about
the box
everything, so-
talking to herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what about you guys? What were your first impressions of it?
If I remember right, I was just like, oh, this is a really cute girl. Well, I think I'm gonna dig the show. And I was just there for the it's the cute girl thing. And then they moved on. I was like, okay, she can play guitar. That's pretty sick. And then they portrayed her as like really bad. And I knew that it was gonna like progress. And I'm usually for growth in that way. So it's like people grow and like they see how talented she actually is. So I was like, okay, I think I know what I'm in for. So when I started watching, I think there was like 4 or 5 episodes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you were eating good.
So you like
Yeah,
binged
I was in
yeah. You got to binge it.
Yeah, I got to
unlike
binge it,
us,
but-
Yeah.
who, like,
5 episodes.
tortured ourselves every week waiting for the next episode.
Actually.
And that's basically my first take on the first episode.
Yeah, when I first got on the show, I thought it was going to be like more like leading to slice of life and like Kale style, I guess. Well,
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it was more about like personal improvement and like, you know, Hitori was easy to relate to, even though
Yeah.
like it was exaggerated. But,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was funny, you know.
You know, much more relatable than like something like Komi-san, right?
Cool. I haven't
Oh,
watched
yeah,
it, so I
yeah.
don't really know.
Not relatable at all.
Yeah, I don't turn into a cat randomly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the way Bocchi is like done, I've been reading through the interviews. They prioritize realism a lot.
Yeah.
So it was like they would do like a cartoony kind of 2D anime flat like aesthetic for the style. But the way they animated like the movements and stuff like that, they prioritize realism and like even the sound. So I'll
They
discuss
really
more of
love
that
the
later.
show. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a really well thought out show. Nothing like K-On!
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I watched K-On! Like maybe 6 years ago or something, and I don't remember a single scene from that show. Honestly,
Honestly, if you asked me like about my favorite show, I wouldn't be able to remember anything either.
okay, maybe that's fair, but I feel like Bocchi the Rock is one of those shows I probably will remember because there are scenes that I've just rewatched so many times, and that's extremely rare for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was just that impactful for you.
yeah. Honestly,
Were you influenced in any way by watching the show?
influenced anyway? Well, I like the most I've like the way I live my life, or like whether or not I
like,
tried.
what has it caused you to do after watching an episode?
Well, I
you know?
tried to learn one of the songs.
Right.
That
Oh, yeah?
I think we can all agree here that everybody here suddenly had like a sudden urge to play music again, right?
Yeah. That's cool.
I started picking up bass again. You started singing and learning songs. That guy over there started learning songs on his guitar.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, yo, Bocchi the Rock, man. It changes you.
Yeah.
Did it affect the way you just lived your life in general?
Yeah, it made me think a lot more about buying guitars, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it made me regret not making a band in high school or something.
Yeah, honestly. If I still had a chance to make a band in high school.
Yeah.
stop
Glory
regretting
days.
about it and just make a band now.
Oh, yeah?
Make a band now. Yeah. Yo, Degen Diplomacy?
Yeah.
Is that our band?
When the show ended, I just felt so empty inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ending, I'm not satisfied, and we'll talk about that later.
Oh, really?
We can talk about it now.
Now?
I
We're at the
mean,
beginning though.
to put it in the simplest terms, you felt like the ending was anticlimactic, right?
Yeah, anticlimactic.
It definitely was
Oh,
because
yeah.
they chose to end it on a slice of life trope or like scenario rather than the performance.
Yeah. It was like they referenced the third song.
Yeah.
And I was getting
Oh.
ready, man. I was like, dude,
Yeah.
that
Oh
guitar
no no
solo's
no no!
coming.
Because their first song they did play 3 songs.
Did they?
It's just that their first song was the ending of
Ah.
they like smoothly transitioned it into the ending.
Ah, okay.
So that's what a lot of people were. I know a friend was confused about that.
I wanted to see the performance for it though. That makes me
Yeah.
sad.
Okay, then what do you think about Bocchi as a show?
As a show,
Yeah,
I feel that
like all the production.
it's a very high production show. I feel like it was really immensely creative in the way it approached the animation and stuff like that and
Yeah.
the storytelling. For such a gag-filled show, it's definitely like enriching. It's like one of those shows where like after you watched it, you really do change the way you look at things a bit. You know,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like things like personal growth and all that. It's like, okay, what's the bocce in me? How can I grow in this situation?
Yeah.
There's a bocce in all of us.
she's just like me for real.
For
She's just
real.
like me. Have you ever found yourself in a situation and you're like, what would bocce do?
I think you're way too influenced by this show.
I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this.
Yeah, but no. I was more referring to stuff like I think we wanted to talk about like the CG use and whatnot, right?
Mm.
Oh yeah.
And the use of CG. Yeah, there's definitely CG. I remember reading in the interviews that they filmed a lot of live performances. So they would have actors like mimic the characters, and then they would have that reference footage then used to like animate the thing. But was there a lot of CG used? Because I didn't find much information on
There
this.
was, from what I saw, there definitely was a lot of CG used, but it felt like it was a combination between
Yeah.
CG and then animating it,
Yeah.
like through 2D. But you
Mhm.
can still see some sort, like a lot of CG stuff. There was a part in episode 1 where Bocchi and Nijika are walking through Shimo Kitazawa.
Mhm.
The first part of it was like CG, and I didn't notice that at first.
Yeah, I
The-
didn't notice anything
Like
either.
going through rewatching it for the second time, if you look closely, you'll notice that like they've saved a lot of money in areas.
Yeah.
Like some backgrounds are literally just real life pictures,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and then there are other times when like
It's like needlessly fluent.
yeah, it's like
at times.
seamlessly incorporated into the show that you just
Yeah.
don't notice it.
Like I know near the ending there was a bit where the manager like strangles Hiroi, right? And that bit they legit just tween her, like just move her across the screen. She's just like a flat image.
Yeah,
Yeah, so for like little gags that like don't contribute to the overall story or like how enriching it is, maybe something like that. But something like when like even when Nijika's showing Bocchi around like the kitchen and stuff like that, like the way she moves and she's like pointing and everything, it's really smooth.
yeah. Like there was a scene where Nijika was talking, just came into the club, and her sister moved around to look past Bocchi. That scene was so like needlessly fluent.
Yeah.
And there are parts like the vending machine scene
Oh yeah, when she's like
when
the little pose.
she was like I want to keep it a secret from you.
Mm.
Like that movement was like they didn't have to do that, but that's definitely where their emphasis on realism really kicks in.
Yeah, and I feel like they did this mainly to display like because it shows a lot about a character by the way they move.
Yeah.
Because you see like in a lot of anime where like they'll just do a pose and they'll just hold the pose or something like that, and that's as far as they go usually. But in Bocchi the Rock's case, they tend to just show the actual personality of the character through the movement and stuff like that, and like even during the performances, like you notice how they make eye contact with each other a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think during the first performance, like the very first one when Bocchi's like in the rock, not the rock,
The Rock.
the box,
Yeah.
the mango box. I remember I think the character designer talked about how they wanted to emphasize how Nijika and Rio like they know like they've performed before and like they're used to performing with each other. So like they would do things like make eye contact or like their body language would suggest confidence and stuff like that. Whereas Bocchi would make like very few movements, stuff like that, like really short movements. Even though like you don't really see it much because she's in the box, of course. But like when you do peek into the box, you don't see her like go really hard and stuff like that. And she's sort of just focusing on the performance and like just playing her part. So like that kind of level of detail really sets Bocchi the Rock apart from like a lot of normal slice of lives. Now I haven't rewatched a lot of K-On, so I can't make that comparison very
Yo.
much.
Yeah.
But maybe it's my age. You know, when I watched it, I was a little kid. I didn't notice these things. Who knows? Maybe K-On's done it, but it didn't stick with me. That's for sure.
Yeah. But like we gush about how like insane the animation is, but there are a lot of times when when it's not that great, and it's just you have chibis stuff.
Yeah,
like
but
that.
like that's intentional.
Yeah, it's
you know?
It's
intentional.
intentional.
Yeah.
I mean, there are bits where this is no animation at all.
I think it's completely fine though, because like if they can put more effort into impactful scenes that matter, then
Yeah.
yeah, it's better.
Yeah.
Also, like real life gags, when
Oh, yeah,
they like
they-
switch to real life.
Yeah.
Switch to real life. I'm fine with it. Honestly. I
I'm
think it adds-
completely fine.
Yeah,
with that
shaft
one.
style.
Yeah. When there's like, when they're looking for the maid bocce, and like they
Yeah.
legit just have like a real life shot of the camera going through like a forest, and then like they find like a little plushie or something in the corner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that sequence was like a few seconds long. They saved like a lot of drawing time on that. Or even like the that blocky bocce in like the 3D program.
Where they just threw her.
Yeah, they just threw her like the thing.
Honestly, I didn't enjoy that scene that much. And
I
I also
thought
didn't
it was
enjoy
creative.
like the CG truck part.
Wait, which bit?
The-
Truck.
I don't know. There was like a truck with like advertisement going through, but like
Ah,
yeah, that one I don't know how I felt.
I
about that one, but
thought it
everything
was
else-
creative. They used it once, so it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, animation good. Yes.
Yes, very good animation.
Have any of you guys read the manga?
I read a few
No.
panels. But when you said Bocchi was loaded, I looked that up. I looked it up. Okay, she is loaded. She's very loaded.
Yeah. So it's like the animation is better than the manga. Or like,
Okay,
Yeah,
so the manga is 4 style.
oh okay.
So
Yeah.
it's like 8 tiny boxes per page and like little characters in it.
Yeah,
The anime, I'd say the adaptation is like god level, right?
yeah.
Because the manga does not give much to
Yeah.
like do. Right?
So like, there's I remember reading the interviews. There was like one bit where the attention whore Bocchi.
yeah,
Yeah. So in the manga, it's just one like a box with like a dinosaur Bocchi. That's it.
yeah,
That's all you get. But in the anime, they'll actually flesh that out, and it's like a whole sequence of her like just blowing fire everywhere in
Yeah.
like the city.
yeah. So like, I feel like because there was not much to adapt, that the studio was allowed to have fun.
Yeah.
They were allowed to be like liberal with what
Mm.
they were doing, but still managed to keep like the core bits of the manga.
Yeah,
right?
and like people in the staff or like the character designer was really well acquainted with the series.
Yeah. So
So like before the anime, the manga wasn't that popular then, right?
It was, I think, it had like a cult following, maybe.
Because like for them to like take a risk on this, random manga and like go ham, that's
Yeah.
kind of like insane, right?
So the character designer, I think, Kerorida, I can't see Japanese, but they were like, he was going to like some illustrated exhibition or something like that with like a producer, and they were talking about like manga and anime they liked, and he just happened to mention Bocchi the Rock as his favorite.
yeah.
And the
Wow.
producer was like, okay, cool. Let me call my boy back in Cloverworks. So he calls the guy in Cloverworks. And at that exact time, Aniplex had actually, they proposed Bocchi the Rock at that exact time. So he's like, okay, cool. Bocchi the Rock just so happens to be available. Aniplex has proposed it. So he's like, all right. He tells his friends to like continue negotiations. And then negotiations then proceed from there. Yeah, the production's greenlit.
That's goaded.
Yeah, that's
amazing.
quite the story. And the fun character designer apparently was like talking to a lot of producers by like asking when Bocchi the Rock would get an adaptation.
Yeah.
So he was talking to like a bunch of people, and this one producer just so happens to like finally tell him that, oh yeah, it's gonna get greenlit from by Aniplex. He's like, oh cool, and he's like, all right, can I please be the character designer? And he finally gets on.
Insane.
Yeah. So if you hadn't spoken to that producer, it might not have existed.
Origin of the Second Coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a good adaptation, honestly. Like,
It's really good.
there were some parts that were left out. I think that's fine. They add so much more into the show, so
Yeah.
it's fine. So, the music and the audio of the show.
Mm-hmm. So with regards to the audio, so apparently the director spoke a lot with like the audio team a lot to maintain realism. So it's again with that realism kind of thing. Like they really wanted to prioritize that feeling that you're in like a band-like space. But any sounds that would like detract from the Bocchi's development, they would like leave out, something like that. Maybe like distracting sounds. Music was done by just the Aniplex team.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they had like a sound team and they just recorded the songs. I didn't get much information on that, but yeah, that's all I know. I think they got the voice actors and they went with the sound team and they recorded stuff, I believe.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I might be wrong about this. I just read like a quick interview this morning when I came in.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I heard.
Obviously, I looked into the inspirations of Bocchi the Rock
Mm-hmm.
and their songs. Well, mostly just the manga references, because each chapter has like a spoof of what I assume is like some of the author's favorite songs, rock songs.
Mm.
They just draw like Bocchi characters over thumbnails, right?
Oh yeah.
So then they made a playlist of all the songs and I gave it a listen. Unfortunately, I only liked like 3-4 songs from there.
Oh
But
damn.
still, I think they were good. I think they were all good. Like obviously with music references in the show and the manga, the 4 main characters' last names are all named after Asian Kung Fu Generation members, right?
Are they?
You didn't know that?
I didn't know
I
that.
didn't know
Yeah.
that, bro.
What do you think one of their songs is a cover from Asian Kung Fu Generation?
Well,
I just
now we
thought-
know.
I thought they liked the song. Like
Yeah,
the song.
well,
Well, now you know, right?
Oh, okay.
All the Sick Hack members are references to a band called 88 Casio Junrei.
Yeah.
I like one of their songs. One of their songs is really good, and I only found out about it because of Bocchi the Rock.
Mm-hmm.
So, thanks for that.
Man, are they pretty well known at
Yeah.
all? Big
I
following?
think they were well known during their time.
Okay. So like the really old band.
I think so, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Otherwise, I know next to nothing about them. I'm
Do
not
you-
going to pretend like
Do you
I
reckon
know
Hero is
everything.
based on a real person? Is Heroi based on a real person?
I don't know.
Is there a real alcoholic
I
out
don't
there?
think anybody's based on a real person. It's just
Oh.
it's just like they have references to them. Could
One
be
can hope.
completely wrong, you know. Maybe like Asian Kung Fu Generation is literally Kesoku band. Like
Yeah.
every single character there was just
Bocchi's
You
one
know,
of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I genuinely thought, you know the guy in the beginning?
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, a band is a place where an introvert can shine.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, is that the Kung Fu dude? Is that
Kung
the
Fu
singer?
Generation. Who knows?
I don't know. That's what I thought. I was like, oh, maybe.
I think there's a reference to Alexandros.
Oh yeah, there
It-
was.
That was like the second episode, right?
yeah, when in the concert thing.
Yeah.
Wait, is this another band?
Yeah, it's a band that
Yeah.
Degen 3 listened to.
Is
right?
it's just Japanese pop, J-pop.
Yeah,
It's pretty popular, I think.
yeah, it is pretty popular. It was nice seeing those little references.
Yeah, I mean the series is probably riddled with these references, but
Yeah.
I can't pick up most of them.
Yeah.
Neither can I. I just hope that somebody else explains it to me. But anyway, yeah. Moving on from music and audio, I'll move on to like the performances in the anime.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Do you think? Okay, this question was sort of answered like back in the Would You Rather, I think.
Yeah.
But the animation definitely boosts your enjoyment of the songs, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
The characters in general with the animation.
I kind of agree too. I mean, it's definitely more hype than if I was just like listening to by myself on like Spotify or something. Right?
Like the songs themselves, when I compare it to like other rock songs, they do stand out. But I definitely feel like my enjoyment would significantly go down if I hadn't watched the show.
When you compare it to other rock songs, isn't that just your Bocchi bias speaking?
It is my Bocchi bias. That's what I'm saying.
So
But
if
like, I'm saying that even if I hadn't seen Bocchi, I probably would kind of like the songs a little more. Like slightly more than a rock song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotta wipe your memory of it, just to be clear. But yeah, performances in the anime, they're much shorter, but they also add their own little thing, right? The performances in the anime are different to their releases, their actual releases. And I hate it because like I wish those little things exclusive to the anime were like in the official releases as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because like what? That band, Bocchi's solo at the start,
Yeah.
I want that in the show.
Yeah, but
And,
like they muted her as
yeah.
well.
And the
slightly.
final performance, Kita's solo, I wish
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
yeah,
also in the
Oh yeah, it'd be cool to have an improvised version
yeah.
of them in their show.
I
Also,
like-
sick hacks song.
Sick
I
Hack song,
want
yeah.
sick hack song.
I want a Sick Hack song too.
Oh, dude, I heard the instrumentals a few days ago. Like just the instrumentals, and it was like, oh, dude, why is this not a song?
Yeah, so sad. But also, I wrote here that I'm angry at you guys because I'm angry because I think one of you I was speaking with a mate and he was like, if I never watched Bocchi, I probably would have never listened to the songs. Like I could see it maybe, I'd play it once and be like, yeah, it's okay, and then never listen to it ever again.
Yeah,
That makes me mad.
So you're absolutely livid at that.
Yeah.
That makes me mad.
Did you
You're not
find-
allowed to like Bocchi songs if if the only reason why you like them is because you watch the anime. No, I'm kidding.
Nothing wrong with that.
Like what you want. Yeah, that's what the performances in anime.
I'd like to believe that I would listen to the song if I just found them on Spotify, but I don't know. I don't know anymore.
I probably wouldn't, honestly. I don't like rock very well.
Yeah, I know you don't. I
to
know
be
you don't.
honest.
Then maybe like if the anime didn't exist and you saw like the cover jacket with like 4 anime girls, you'd be like, hey, what's this? And you just
I
click on
probably
it.
would, honestly. of like, even if they had like a little music video, like them just
Yeah.
playing in the band or something, I'd be like, this is pretty cool. Maybe I'll follow them on Spotify.
And that's the only reason why you watch it, because of the music video.
Yeah, I'm telling you now. It's the cute girls. That's it. If
Cute
if like
girls.
if Bocchi the Rock, like of all the songs were like just like the Asian Kung Fu dudes or something, I'd be like, nah, I sleep. That's enough out of this.
Maybe I should just be like thankful that Bocchi's just getting all these people into this music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you gotta thank the full art team, dude. They did such a good job,
Nah, shut up. Get out of here.
dude.
Right.
You know, like the so normally like a key animator, like the character designer, would do like less than 100 drawings, right?
Yeah.
For like the whole production, for like all the episodes. The character designer for this one did like 500 to 600. So they did like 6 times the work that a normal character designer would do for like the animation stuff.
Hey, but like, labor came into fruition, right?
Yes,
Actual masterpiece
Yo.
of the year.
person's passion paid off.
All right, then let's move on to our favorite scenes of the show.
Okay, favorite scenes. You want to start first? Actually, how about we name some notable scenes first, like leading up to your favorite?
I'd say the most notable scenes are like all the performances. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Like, oh, what about stuff like Nijika and Bocchi's discussion, like after the
yeah,
meal?
that's like
another
what I wanted to
significant
say,
scene.
right? Because I want to say like one of the performances is my favorite scenes, right?
Yeah.
But like everybody's seen it, everybody knows it, right?
Yeah.
So I want to shed light on. I think this is a pretty notable scene as well. The vending machine discussion.
Oh, yeah, when Nijika's like, I'm sorry for pushing you
Yeah.
too far, stuff like that.
Just before like
Oh, yeah.
doing their first audition to
Yeah.
be able to play, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I want to say there's like not much going on in that scene. The only reason why I like the scene so much is because how well
It's really well animated.
Nijika was animated, right? I want to say like every little scene where Nijika is like
Anything?
really well animated is just amazing.
Yeah.
Because like at that point they didn't have to do that.
I mean, would you say she's like the most well animated character in the show?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can agree with that, but I wasn't paying attention too much on her. But like, when I rewatched it, I was like, oh, okay, that's really well animated.
I mean,
see.
it only happens like I feel like it only happens a few times at the start because that's all I can really remember.
Yeah.
There was one part where meeting with the sister moved to the side, weirdly well animated. There's another scene. There was a vending machine scene.
Yeah, of
and
course.
I'll have to rewatch it again just to
Yeah.
see if I catch any more other scenes. But there are other scenes like in the performances. You know how they're mostly focused on Bocchi
Mm-hmm.
and her solo. The
Yeah.
camera work in that is insane, by the
Yeah,
way.
it's pretty nice. Dude, we watched the Fon Kaon performance earlier. It's not the same, man.
Well, okay. Well, that performance wasn't like.
Maybe it wasn't like a highlight. It was like a side thing.
Yeah, I feel like it wasn't a highlight. It was just someone edited it together.
Yeah.
But like the expressions looked like way worse.
Yeah,
well,
like-
it was like a few years ago.
I
so,
didn't have my glasses on. I can't.
You weren't even watching it properly.
Yeah,
They were like more light on visuals. So like
Yeah.
they're like, oh, the character's in a dress now, like in this weird world
Yeah.
instead.
But
Just-
I wanted to talk about the final performance.
yeah,
and, like,
culture festival.
When I watch Kita, she's singing and playing the guitar. She's like insanely into it, right? And there are little parts in the lyrics where she's like bobbing up and down. That part is just didn't have to do it. Didn't have to do that.
the little details, man.
But
it's the little
it's
details.
just so good. That's basically my scenes that I
Yeah,
want to talk
there's
about.
so much love and care put into this show.
Also, the scream scene, where like they were asking Bocchi to like make a Instagram account. I like that scene a lot.
Oh, the when she spazzes out.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was really
Right.
fun.
What about you guys?
Favorite scene? I mean, I know my favorite scene, but I'm trying to think like runner-ups that would like stand out to me. I did like the discussion with Nijika and Bocchi at the end of the performance. It's like I see you, I know who you are. You're that Guitar Hero girl, aren't you?
Oh yeah, she did the name drop.
Yeah, just did a little name drop, and
Oh,
Bocchi's
yeah.
like, "What? How do you know?" It's obvious. It's like, "What?" Yeah. I don't know, this is a bonding moment. I really dig that. That was nice. Even like, I mean, we're talking about like favorite scenes. I liked a lot of the gags, so maybe I shouldn't say that. That's like
Oh
It's
yeah.
not that
Fine.
significant. I really like the bit when when Nijika and Kira are visiting Bocchi.
Oh,
Bocchi's
yeah.
by the door.
Oh yeah.
she blows the thing. She's like, "Yay!" Yeah, that scene lives rent free in my head. I've rewatched that clip so many times. But my favorite like overall scene is the episode 8. It's when Bocchi goes ham.
Yeah.
It's like everything's just failing. Like they're spazzing out. They're too nervous. And Bocchi's like, "Guess I'll be a hero." Slaps the foot down. Plays that solo. Dude, I got goosebumps. I was like, "Yo, she's doing it. She's being the Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
It's happening."
Yeah. About that scene, they played a song before,
The first song.
the first song. And like I remember when I heard that it was like so badly played,
Yeah.
I was actually like, I don't know, that made me happy.
Yeah.
Cause like they put so much effort into doing like a bad rendition of this song.
Yeah.
And it just kind of like it worked, I felt like I was an audience member and I was sitting there.
Yeah,
and I
you
was
were
like,
kinda
actually-
cringing a bit.
Yeah, I actually was cringing.
Yeah, I was
about
cringing
it.
a bit. And it was like offbeat. I was
Yeah.
like, oh no.
And then like I'm seeing the characters, they're like obviously disheartened about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I just felt like insanely bad about
Dude,
it.
and like you see like the two girls like looking at their phones.
Yeah, yeah.
You're like, no.
You shut your fucking mouth.
No,
I'll beat
stop
you up.
looking at the
How dare you
phone.
say that about them?
Oh, yeah. Dude, that realism. That again with the realism, dude. They really, really pack hard in that.
Yeah.
Like even of the full-on Bocchi's dive at the very end. Dude, I had to look away from the screen.
I did. I felt really yeah.
Oh, like she remembered Heroi, and I was like, oh no. Oh, she's gonna be a Heroi. It's not gonna work. And yeah, I couldn't look at the screen.
It was physically painful.
Yeah, I had to like wince. I was like, oh.
What about you, Degen 3? What's your favorite scene?
I liked all the scenes where
You like everything, the whole show.
no, yeah, that too, but like
Yeah.
you know, like when Bocchi's like talking to each individual member. You know, first it was Rio. She gave her, like her advice on like lyrics and like
Oh yeah.
philosophy.
cafe
Oh,
bit.
you're gonna do something popular. You can actually like do something unique, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think next was Nijika
Mm-hmm.
after the event thing, right? She did it
Yeah.
like twice. She talked about it like twice, like
Yeah, the vending machine. Is that the
yeah,
first
and
one?
then like
Yeah.
yeah, and it was like it was cool seeing like Nijika open up stuff. I like the you know, the emotional heart to heart dialogue.
Yeah, I mean Nichiko like she was designed to be the most mature in the whole
Yeah.
group. That's what I think the director said that. Because apparently I'm just going into a little tangent real quick, but the Kita and Nichiko are pretty similar, right? You can kind of agree with that?
Yeah,
Their
they're kinda
personalities?
similar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the way to differentiate them was literally just to make Kita more childish and Nijika like more of a leader type, like the mature type. That's why she's like always involved in the emotional bits. But yeah, anyways, keep going.
Yeah, so I like that, and also the one with even like Kita, like she admits like, oh, sorry, I gave him the form because I wanted you to like
Oh,
shine,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like she's pushing her, like you know, that's sick. I'm kind of disappointed like they didn't flesh out Ryo more though, like
Oh,
Like-
she doesn't
Yeah.
get much time.
yeah, like they give it like a bit of like, oh yeah, this band should be like fun, like not just like generic stuff, like, and then like you get nothing. She's just like a gag machine.
Comedy character,
I mean,
yeah.
it kind of ties in with her personality because she is
Yeah.
designed to be like the intentionally introverted type. Like again with the house visit to Bocchi's house, she intentionally doesn't want to go and stuff like that. So there's fewer opportunities to watch her interact with Bocchi and stuff like that on the other characters.
Yeah, probably like my favorite was like when Kita like just said, hey, she just kind of admitted it and just like yeah.
Yeah.
Because yeah, sorry, put the form in.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Emotional bonding throughout the band.
Mm.
Yeah.
Completely forgot about it till you brought it up, but like, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Each
I'm
time-
just liking
yeah.
the show more and
Then
more.
you compare it to K-On! Yo, it's just, oh my gosh, you go cookie, oh my gosh, no, he's so cute. And
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So each of those scenes, you kind of like see like growth in Bocchi, you know.
There's a
That's
lot
sick.
of growth. And again, it's subtle growth. It's not dramatic.
Yeah.
It's not like in a shonen where like after a big fight they'll just have a bigger muscles or something.
I feel like Kita was like the shonen character, like
Oh yeah, she
you know,
yeah,
she's
yeah.
like,
she
oh
changed
yeah,
a
power
lot.
of friendship. I know Kata now.
I mean, like, bro, she got so good at
Yeah.
like being able to play guitar and singing at the same time.
Yeah,
And that requires like so much like focus.
a lot of coordination.
Yeah.
And her ability to like improvise at the very end as well. It really shows that like her effort's paying off and stuff like that.
It's an anime, so like, you know.
Yeah. Power of friendship.
Our friendship.
Well, all right. We'll move on to the narrative then.
Narrative.
What did you think of the narrative?
Okay, I guess we kind of talked
Oh,
about
yeah,
this,
what-
the friendship, the development.
Right. Wait. Rather than talking about the narrative, because we basically already did talk about the narrative.
Yeah.
We wrote down. Did you watch this show because of the narrative, or were you more inclined to watch this show because of the characters?
In my case, when I first started watching, it was for the characters. I didn't give a crap for the narrative. I was like, oh, they played a band. That's cool. Oh, look, they're so cute. So when I found out that the narrative, they were taking like a more serious approach in conjunction with like the gags and all that, I was pleasantly surprised. It's definitely a story you can relate to. Like Bocchi does so many things you can relate to. Like when she arrives at her part-time job early or something like that, and she decides to
yeah.
wait outside.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's not time yet. I should just hang around the side and like not do stuff like that. Anyways, little things like that and just seeing the coming of age really. If it was just a cute girl show, I'd just forget about it. I would still watch it all the way through. But the narrative really solidifies the show as a whole.
Yeah.
I feel like just the characters on their own wouldn't be able to hold my attention.
Yeah, I think it's the exact same with me. It's like you hook me in with the characters, and then you keep me because of the narrative.
Mm.
Because I'll admit it now, I'm very superficial, right?
Yeah, I can tell.
If you've got cute characters in your show, I'll give it a shot, right?
Yeah.
But look, there are shows like 300 Slime.
Yeah.
The I Killed Time for 300 Years,
Yeah.
Arc Knights, and Beast Tamer.
Yeah.
All those shows have good characters.
Yeah.
Their narratives were not enough to keep me like hooked. Right? I mean,
Yeah.
Arc Knights has good narrative, but like
It's too much.
it's boring.
Boring. Yeah.
I was bored of it. Beast Tamer is complete trash. Anybody who likes Beast Tamer should fucking reevaluate your fucking taste.
I like
right?
Beast Tamer.
Shut the fuck up. You don't. Don't even say that. Just for the sake of saying it. 300 Slime is an actual snooze fest.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of like the book when I read it.
Yeah,
It's cool.
I liked the manga when I read it, but when it got adapted, snooze fest. Actual
I didn't
snooze
like it.
fest. So that's my take on it. I think the narrative plus the characters were too good in Bocchi.
Yeah. Plus art, music.
Yeah.
Dude, everything was perfect.
Everything.
Wait,
everything's
can you
perfect.
identify a single flaw in the show?
Not enough. Give me
There's
more.
not enough of it.
I didn't like
Yeah.
the CG truck scene. But that's it.
I don't remember the truck scene, honestly.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, okay. If there was more of those like exclusive CG scenes, like the block throwing Bocchi,
Yeah.
maybe it'd be like, yeah. But yeah, there's no flaws. It's perfect.
Wait, they did get rid of little tidbits that I wish were in the show.
Mm.
But that's probably the only flaw I had with it.
Okay. You gotta mention them?
No, you got to support the author and read the manga to know about those.
I mean, I've read a
exclusive
bit of it. Just like say.
You're still not allowed. You have to support the manga.
Okay, the whole thing. I should buy the whole volume when I'm in
Yeah,
Japan.
buy it all. Yeah.
You know, actually, I will buy the thing, the volumes when I'm in Japan.
Yeah.
Hey, can you buy me a
Yo.
copy as well, please?
Yeah,
Thanks.
I'll get you an extra copy.
Like a copy of the entire anthology.
Okay, I can't fit the whole thing in a little suitcase. I don't know about that. I can get like the first volume.
Yeah. What do you think about the narrative? 3?
Yeah, for me it was actually the opposite because when I read the synopsis, it was like, lonely girl wants to learn guitar and join a band, right?
Yeah.
And I could kind of relate to that, like maybe like 0.001% of me, like in high school, right? Because
Yeah.
you know, I was playing guitar at the time, and like you know, high school was like I always kind of like played with the idea of like maybe performing like in one of the talent show things, right?
Yeah. Also, wait, did your school have like a thing at the end of the year where like
Yeah.
a band would perform?
Yeah.
Well, not a band. We had like a talent show.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's like an outright
you just
talent
do
show.
anything.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so like it was like, oh hey guys, you want to join a band? Like playfully, sometimes my friends like engaged, like oh I don't think that's gonna happen.
that's where you fucked up, right?
Yeah.
You weren't forceful about it, right?
Yeah, you should have more
Yeah, I was
assertive.
just kind of just passive.
You
know,
should be like
chilling.
Nijika. She just grabbed their hand and drag him to like the studio or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, so I could actually like kind of relate to
Mm.
you know, and see like what happens if
You could have
maybe
been
if-
Bocchi, man.
Yeah, I could have been Bocchi.
I feel
Maybe
like
it
my
could've been.
life would have like been so much better if you just grabbed me by the hand and told me to play in the band.
Yeah, I remember actually asking you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was down to do it, but like we never followed through with it.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, we even had an idea of, like we would go in maid costumes. Remember? yeah.
Yeah, it's not too late. It's not too late. We can still do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of started the anime because of the plot, right?
Mm.
But I realized that the narrative was going a little slower than expected because
Yeah.
they're focusing on like characters,
Yeah, build them up.
Bocchi, gags. But I stayed for the ride and I keep saying yeah, so it was very good.
There it is. It's like,
Yeah,
it's
like-
iconic description.
Okay, the plot's slowing down, but character's cute and I can relate.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Wait, so you actually stayed for the cute characters?
Yeah. When I saw the cover, I'm like,
Oh yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
narrative's good and the character's cute. So
Oh,
like,
Okay. Yeah.
it's about like narrative was first.
Yeah. So for all of us, narrative is pretty high up there. Top priority.
Pretty much. Yeah. All right. We've done it before, but we kind of glanced over it. It's time for the Bocchi music tier list.
Yes. Now we've all made our tier lists,
Yeah.
but we'll go through and discuss all the songs.
We'll probably just put up images of a tier list like right now,
Yeah.
but then we're just gonna talk about our thoughts on each and every single song, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we'll go in order and stuff like that. I feel like you should go last, but you have the most. You have like the absolute most.
Wait.
detail.
So you're gonna be like, so you're gonna explain your whole list?
I'll
Yeah, maybe we
give a
should
quick
bounce
rundown.
off him. It'll be
I'm
easier.
gonna bounce off him.
Yeah, I think you should bounce off me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So starting off with the first song, Seishun Complex,
Okay.
the opening of the anime.
Yep.
The song is about a quiet person reaching a breaking point where they just want to unleash everything they're feeling or their
Uh-huh.
bottled up emotions,
Yeah.
right? What did I think of the song? I think it fits as an opening.
Yeah.
Right? It's very passionate, energy is infectious.
Hmm. Also, I want to mention the transition, like to the opening in the first episode. So
Alright.
like the bit where she learns the guitar 3 years later.
Yeah.
And she's like, wait a minute, I'm not popular. Then it transitions. Yeah, I thought that was really smooth. So it fits in with like I didn't know what the opening was about, but
Yeah.
like that fits. It makes sense.
I don't know. It felt more like slapstick comedy, right?
Yeah,
I think there's a lot of slapstick in the show.
it is a lot.
That's what makes it so good. Or maybe I just like slapstick. But anyway, yeah. Listening through the song, well, actually, What I liked about the song was that like the bass was surprisingly elaborate,
Yeah.
and I didn't know that until I actually tried learning it. I
Yeah.
thought it was like, haha, bass. I hear like, ooh, it gets funky sometimes.
Ooh, 2 notes.
Yeah, 2 notes. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's probably the same throughout the whole song. Look into it. I was severely mistaken. Probably a really bad song to start as like your first song getting into music, but like it's still really fun. The vocals are really close to being perfect,
Yeah.
I feel. However, I just wish it was more powerful. Like if it
Yeah.
was on the same energy as that band,
Mm-hmm.
then it would have been like a perfect song for me.
Objection.
Oh, okay.
I thought about this as well, right? But I thought that it was kind of good to do that because it was like in character, you know?
Well,
Like
I mean, it's the
a
first
socially
song.
anxious person wouldn't just like
Go hard.
that hard, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
well, I don't think so because the song's really about unleashing your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I feel like
Like I'm imagining Bocchi doing this, right? So like you don't think Bocchi would like go all out, but she would, she would be tried to. Like she hasn't unlocked that ability yet, kind of thing.
I still don't think so because my only argument really is that the song is about reaching a breaking point. And usually when you reach a breaking point, you're just letting loose everything.
Yeah.
So that's my
So it might be weird to say because I mean it is the first song you hear in the show, right?
yeah.
It's kind of weird to say, oh, she's already at a breaking point at the beginning of the show. So maybe that's why it's not pushed too hard. But again, it's the meaning of the song. It's just maybe
Yeah.
it doesn't match the positioning of in the show.
So that's really I think it's good enough.
Yeah.
But like just a tiny bit more and it would have been like amazing.
Top 2. I mean, it was what rank was it for you?
It was
Second highest.
yeah, second highest, really
Second
good.
highest.
Okay, so
damn
if they made like a different version in season 2, when she
Yeah.
went all out, was it like
It would probably be perfect.
dude.
Okay.
And if Bocchi sang it, wait, who sang it? It's Kita.
It was
right?
Kita.
It's
Yeah.
Kita. But yeah, if Bocchi sang that, dude, oh,
Yeah, then that's like another reason I feel because it's like Kita singing it, not
it's just
Bocchi.
Kita. And like Kita is like she has that energetic, powerful kind of voice. But I kind of like Bocchi's like it's slightly shaky when the way she sings.
We can get to it when.
But yeah, when you get to
when
that song.
Yeah.
But
But my final point on this song is like I really like how prominent and like confident the lead guitar is,
yeah.
and it also feels like they're doing their own thing, which I feel like that fits with the theme of unleashing your feelings and whatnot. And it just sounds like they're having so much fun, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
So that's my thoughts on this on that song.
I didn't think that deeply, honestly. I was just like, oh, the song sounds nice.
That's it.
It's like, oh, this is a nice song. Okay, you can tell I'm not much of a music guy. I'm just like, yeah, this sounds nice. I'm gonna play it.
I mean, like you literally told me that you started only really listening to music this year.
yeah, it's when you enticed me into getting the headphones. Before that, it was like, oh, block breaking. Wow, this sounds nice, huh? Wow. So I'm probably not suitable at all to describe the song.
Just say song good.
Song good.
Why'd you rate it? What you rated it?
What did I rate it?
You rated it down bad.
Down
which
bad?
Is second highest. It's just like
I don't know.
It's
catchy?
Look, when you get down bad, right? You don't know why. You just like you hear it and it's like I'm just feeling heated. I don't know what's going.
But yeah, you got caught up in the emotion, right?
Yeah, I did get caught.
Yeah,
up.
I think it's a really good song. To
Oh
just,
shit! I was gonna play it from my headphones.
You'll hear me say this a lot with a lot of the songs, but any song that like gets me swept up in its emotion is like a good song for me.
Yeah. I need to actually listen to the certain bits because I didn't write any notes on the songs. Okay, it's a game of the visuals. I just want to mention that again. You know how I talked in the music episode how my enjoyment is heavily influenced by the visuals?
Yeah,
This is a song with visuals.
yeah, it is.
So that's probably why it's a little higher. When I hear the first few notes, I just picture a spinning bocce. Yeah. So maybe that's why. And I could picture like the scenes in the song.
Is
I
that
feel
why?
like
Is that why like all of the new songs are like lowered down?
Yeah,
'cause
I
they
feel like
don't have
that's why.
visuals?
It's the pictures that go with it. I'm a heavily visual person. I'm not a very audio based person, but yeah, that's gonna affect my enjoyment a lot. Though that being said, some of the new songs are pretty high up on my list. Anyways, yeah, that's all I had to say about it really. Okay, you wanna move on to Hitori Bocchi now?
Yeah. So next song.
Your favorite song, right?
Yeah. Hitori Bocchi Tokyo. Yeah, this was the only song that I didn't like
Yeah, why?
out of the whole entire discography. Like, because compared to other songs, I feel like it's quite boring.
The vocals are juicy.
Yeah, I like it.
Hitori, like it goes in, you know. Hitori,
No.
Bocchi.
Nothing. It
Bocchi Tokyo.
when I listen to
It's nice.
it like
It's juicy.
it doesn't captivate me the same way it does with every other song.
Yeah.
Like I could get into every other single song, but with Hitori Bocchi Tokyo, it's just I think the verses are okay. It just drops the ball at the chorus.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I'm feeling somewhat hyped up
Yeah.
as she's the bridge up to the chorus.
Mm-hmm.
But then when she hits the chorus, it's just like smooth sailing.
It's not like it doesn't punch up.
Yeah, it doesn't punch up.
It's just even.
Yeah, it's just a smooth sailing.
I mean,
song.
I don't think the song.
Well, for me, it went up.
It went up for you guys.
Yeah.
I'll listen to it again.
It's just different.
Like the guitar part, right? Guitar.
Guitar.
Yeah,
that. Yeah, I didn't really feel much listening to it, but that's really just a difference in taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also read that the melody isn't really my thing, but this song's about what I believe this song is about someone feeling excited about starting a new chapter of their life. They're talking about like they've just arrived in Tokyo, but they don't feel like lonely or anything. They feel like at home.
Okay.
They feel like this is a place they belong.
Yeah, in my head, because of the name, I was just like, oh, is this Bocchi visiting Tokyo? I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
She's really excited, isn't she?
This song like ranked pretty high for you guys.
Yeah, it was pretty high for me. You know, at first, I was with you. I was like, kind of mid.
Yeah.
Kevin kept talking about it, so I was like, fine, I'll keep listening to it.
Yeah.
I'll see how it is. I was like, wait, this is pretty good, actually. It really is the first bit. Because the juicy vocals, that really does it
every
for me.
time.
I talked with someone and they were like, I listened to the first bit and like it just doesn't captivate me at all. It was like the first 5 seconds and then I already know this song's not going to be that great.
Did you listen to the whole thing?
He did listen to the whole thing. It's just his only problem with it was that it didn't captivate him in the first 5 seconds, which I kind of agree with that point.
No, I think the first 5 seconds are really good.
Yeah. Is it like, do you have a problem with the vibe of the song or?
Is it too upbeat for you? I remember you complaining about
Yeah.
No,
positivity.
because it's not that it's upbeat. Because I like my favorite songs are upbeat. Like of their songs, they're upbeat. It's just no. I think the energy level doesn't differ enough. It's just like same throughout the whole thing.
I kind of like that though. It's kind of like optimistic mellow kind of thing.
Yeah, I
It
do feel like
likes-
it fits the vibe. of the
Yeah,
song.
like it's like it starts mellow and then like it's a little optimism like in the chorus. Like, it's like, yeah, chill.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of simulates the feeling of like walking to a new place.
Yeah,
like you're not
yeah.
gonna like yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
put
It's a
that
new
bank over
place.
there.
It's
Woo!
like you're a little shy at first, and then like maybe you open up a bit more. I think that's the point of the song.
Yeah, but really, it just all boils down to taste.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a taste thing.
understandable.
It wasn't your cup of tea. I mean, there are songs that I thought were mid that you guys really
Yeah,
like, so we can
yeah.
talk about that later.
You know, it's always like, what, you don't think this song is good, and then you go from, oh yeah, I don't think this song was that great. You know,
Yeah.
it's that
You
thing.
change your opinion.
You're like, you can't understand why this person thinks it's bad,
Yeah.
and then you're also like, nah, this song is bad, and
Yeah.
no.
But
But
people
anyway,
have different opinions.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
What?
You're not allowed to have a different opinion.
What? You like this sound way better than this?
Anyway, next song, Distortion.
Distortion. Okay.
Oh,
this is the first
distortion.
EP.
Yes.
First ending, right? The song's about someone getting swept up into the flow of their music as they're playing. You know, it's just about enjoying
Yeah.
them playing music. So I hated this song at first
Okay.
because I was like, "What? This isn't what Bocchi's about. This is what's this
It's too
bullshit?
positive.
What's this bullshit upbeat song, right?"
Mm-hmm.
But it honestly grew on me because of the upbeat melody.
Yeah.
It's probably like in the middle of the tier list,
Mhm.
but I think it's like good. What made me change my mind were like probably the last 30 seconds of the song,
Yeah.
because they're clapping at the end.
Mhm.
The guitar is like repeating 3 notes, but it's like so hype that I'm like, yeah, fucking go off, bro. This shit's amazing. So that's probably why I enjoyed it so much. Yeah, the guitar and the melody and the final part just seals the deal for it.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So you were seduced by the positivity and the pump.
Yeah, I fell. Yeah, I lost.
You lost.
I lost.
He lost.
Yeah. I used to be the type of person who skipped the endings.
Yeah.
So I didn't know there was a visual with it. So at first I was like, oh, it's just a song on Spotify that like it's never played before. So I didn't listen to it in the anime. And then when I went back and I watched the visuals, I was like, okay, yo, they're bopping. They're going at it. They're going ham. And again, with the visuals, that influenced my love of the song. Now, Distortion was pretty low for me at first. It's probably the lowest tier. So I think Bocchi had how many songs at first? Like 4 or something? Way back when?
But way back then, it only had like 2.
2. That was just the
Well, yeah, it
intro
had
and
3.
ending.
It had the opening, Hitori
the-
Bocchi Tokyo, and Distortion.
Yeah, okay. So when I watched it, it had like
It had like 4 or 5.
4 or 5. Like
Yeah.
Karakara was there too.
Had Kakara and Guitar and Loneliness.
Yeah. The Distortion was the lowest for me at that time.
Yeah.
Can I say it's the lowest now? No. There are other songs now. It's good. I put it in noise.
Which is
So-
like middle tier, yeah. Why? What changed your mind?
The visuals. I went back and rewatched it. I told
Alright,
you.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
need to like, if a show like this ever comes up again, we gotta like make sure you're not allowed to watch the visuals when ranking stuff. Like
I'm gonna call your favorite songs mid, and you're gonna get angry at me.
That's fine. I just want to know like where you really think the song is.
Yeah, I mean, I listened to it a few more times, and the upbeat beat did captivate me. At first, I wasn't really into it because I thought it's another generic like positivity song. But I guess watching the show and seeing Bocchi grow, I was like, oh, okay, it makes sense. This is what is in store for her, and stuff like that. And it's how she feels when she's playing the guitar.
Yeah,
Legion 3.
I don't think my opinion of it changes that much compared to you guys, but I did give it like a few re-listens, and it's better than like what I initially thought, right? But it's still like pretty down there for me. So I feel like the rest of the songs,
Are just way better. Right?
yeah, it's still a good song, but
Yeah.
if this like played in the background, I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just leave it on. I wouldn't like click on this.
You wouldn't seek it out.
It's just outshined by every other
Yeah,
song.
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like I would
I can
actually
see
like
that.
move it up to nice, like with, but,
Yeah,
like,
or else your tier list would be too
Yeah.
cluttered.
but like all the other songs are like better for me.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Fair enough. All right. Now we're moving on to Kara Kara ending 2. This song is about beginning to change and finally stepping forward onto your chosen path.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing about this song was when it first came out, it was probably my favorite,
Mm-hmm.
up there with Station Complex.
Yeah.
But now it dropped down one tier. It's not perfect, but I still hold it in like a really high regard.
Uh-huh.
My favorite parts of the song are when it's relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Wait, so
yeah,
relax bit like in the beginning. When the beginning's pretty hype.
the beginning of Kara Kara. No, it's mainly in the second verse. After the first chorus, you're only hearing like the
Just the
bass
instrumentals.
and like yeah. So parts where the guitar is either quiet or playing softly,
Mm-hmm.
where the bass is the most prominent instrument playing a steady melody,
Yeah.
or like maybe like a short playful lick, a little variation that makes things fun, right? And then when drums are played like delicately, there's only like soft cymbals or rim clicks, and
Mhm.
the kick is not loud. It's just right. Those are like the best parts of the song, in my opinion. Despite
This bit.
despite the mood of the song, I'd say it's like the instruments are really energetic.
Yeah, they are
Yeah.
pretty energetic.
Yeah, I think drums are the main highlight of the song, cause like I don't know why I wrote that. That's me when I was like listening to the songs. But apparently I wrote that the drums are the main highlight of the songs, and the bass and the guitar have their moments, but I just like the drums more.
Oh, yeah, I'm noticing them. I'm realizing now I don't notice very much. This song sounds alright. It sounds nice.
I think the vocals carry it for me though.
Yeah, the vocals
Yeah.
are really nice.
Vocals carry a lot of things for me.
I feel like I felt it got a bit boring.
I kind of get it, but
Kinda get that. Yeah.
I kind of felt that way too. But no, it just rezzed for me. I don't know.
It's like 50-50. On some days I'll feel like it's a little repetitive, and then on other days I'm like it's completely fine.
I mean, I
for
feel like
me,
it's one of
like-
those songs. Oh, you go.
Yeah, like I don't know. It was just like this. I have the period that like, oh, this is kind of repetitive, but I started listening to it again, and it's like it
grows on you?
it came back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes
So
on.
that's why I kept it in like really good and not perfect, because I kind of feel fatigue from listening to it, but it's still really good.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's one of those songs I just play in the background. I actually don't really pay attention to, but it's.
I feel like
it's a
that's every
vibe.
single song for you.
Yeah, probably. Honestly, wait, there are some songs I pay attention to
Yeah, you know, the ones with the visuals.
when I can visualize something in my head.
Yeah.
This was your like pretty much your favorite song, right?
Yeah. It's still like probably one or two, but I can't really decide. Also, like this is probably one of the only songs Rio sings, right?
Yeah.
So I can actually like, oh wait, she has emotions, kind of thing. In the chorus, right? It's like I was talking about like how like she's kind of the gag character, right? Like
Yeah.
I want to see her actually show emotion. Yeah. So
I could not tell that was Rio at first, and you mentioned it to me. That sounded like Hito again.
yeah. So I get to like take a little glimpse into her character.
No way, that's Rio.
That
It is.
Rio.
It is.
No.
She's
Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was the same way with you. I thought it was Kita at first, but then
I knew straight away, bro. My Rio.
Man, if they all sang at the same time, I feel like we just have 3 Kitas. Maybe Nietzsche could be different.
no, I feel like I'd only get confused between Rio and Kita. Everybody else's voice.
Oh yeah,
is, like,
Nietzsche could be
really-
distinct. Bocchi is really distinct. So. wouldn't
Yeah.
mix it up.
Alright, next song, Guitar, Loneliness, and Blue Planet. This
Okay.
song is about if nobody knows I exist, I'll make myself known by singing to the stars.
Okay.
Like singing just loud until someone hears me. Right?
Mhm.
I love the constant energy changes in the song. At one point, you're like, it's brought you down, and then the chorus hits, you're like, it's powerful, it's amazing. It just keeps deviating
Boom.
throughout the song, and I love it. I think the guitars are definitely the main character of this song, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. It is in the title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the name.
But
Yeah, it is.
when the chorus hits, right, the lead guitar as well as the rhythm guitar, it feels like they're competing, but also they're like in harmony in some way.
Mhm.
I think it's really good. The lead guitar, of course, dominates the rhythm guitar, but I feel like the rhythm guitar still shines more than usual.
Mm.
And it's like less of a backing guitar, and it feels a bit more like an equal in this song.
Mhm.
Vocals and drums in the song are based. I don't know why I wrote that, but
Based.
I'm sorry that I can't speak more on that topic. I just completely forgot about it. It's definitely insanely passionate.
Mm.
And I think the flow of the vocals are really nice. I love it when vocals start and stop. You know,
Mhm.
like they don't have to flow. They're just abrupt stop, abrupt start. I really like that. That's like a thing that I enjoy in some songs.
But do you like it like when it goes hard and it just stops, then it continues, or is it just like winds down, stops?
Well, I think it has something to do with the verses. It's like da na 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 da 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 da, that part, you know,
Mm-hmm.
where she says like maybe 2 syllables, stops, 2 syllables again, stops. and
Oh yeah.
That part.
It's good
I think
pacing
that's
and
like really nice. That's all my thoughts on this song. I gave it, I think it was close to being perfect, but I put it in really good. Only on the fact that it just doesn't compare as great to the perfect songs.
all. Mm.
But I still think it's
Is
really
that second highest for you?
good. Yeah, second highest.
Second highest.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I think originally this song was like my favorite when there were a few songs.
Yeah.
But then I forgot what song outdid it. I think Station Complex outdid it for me, and then Anaban came out. Yeah, I just thought it was a nice song. I can't. I didn't pay attention at all. Honestly.
So you're saying like that's surprising because I thought you'd say like Guitar and Loneliness would be better because the visuals were like
Yeah, like the performance.
yeah, the performance was
Yeah, there's performance, but it didn't click with me as much. So I just personal music taste.
but like that performance gave you goosebumps, right? When she just slammed her foot, started rocking it, goosebumps all around.
Yeah, I kind of felt that. But Anaban is different. Yeah. It's not the same.
Yeah, I think this was his debut song for like the anime.
Was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's the first.
Oh, that she performs with them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's probably gave me some bias because you know Kita's my favorite character,
Yeah, she is.
and like you know she comes on, she just kind of goes wacko mode. Like in the song, it's just okay, keep doing that. Yeah, it wasn't like better than my top 1, 2, 3, but yeah, it kind of winded down after like the the images of the performance like faded out of my mind. It was just the song.
No.
But, yeah, but like
Were you also influenced by visuals?
yeah, Kita's performance. But yeah, it's still like a really like fast-paced, good song.
I mean, I really like there was a guitar solo at the end, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite bit in the whole song. I think that bit like kind of gave me goosebumps. I was like, oh, that's so juicy. I think did it play in the anime the ending bit, the guitar solo?
yeah.
Yeah. I was just surprised the characters didn't comment on that. I was like, wait, that sounds really good. Why did they think Bocchi's bad?
Oh no, they did. They did.
Did
At
they?
the end of the performance, they were like, "Hey Rio, did you see that? Bocchi was playing differently than how she usually does."
Ah, okay. I
and
must
then
have
she
forgotten
threw
that.
up. And then,
She threw
yeah.
up. Ah.
Yep.
Spoiler alert. This whole episode is just fucking full of
I
spoilers.
mean, we're
so,
talking,
like,
yeah,
yeah, pretty much.
everywhere.
All right. So next song, That Band.
Yes, my
Oh yeah.
This song is
Oh.
about comparing one's own abilities to someone who seems better than yourself, but then eventually accepting that there will always be better people, and then moving on and focusing on growing yourself.
Yeah, something I'm realizing now is if I had known what these songs were about, because I don't know Japanese, so I just hear it and it's legit just musical sounds to me.
Look, bud,
Oh.
look, when I listen to them, I don't understand it. I had to I only looked up their meanings just for this episode.
Oh, okay, so
right?
you only recently found out about it.
So yeah.
Yeah. If it wasn't like if I understood Japanese, I feel like my ranking would be entirely different.
Of course,
Like
definitely.
I meaning is like number one priority for me. Like significance, and then like vocals is like second or something, and it goes down the list.
So with this song, I was very disappointed that the Spotify version does not have Bocchi's solo. I think
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
is.
I think everyone
this
was.
point.
There was a version on YouTube where like
They
like,
combined
they
the two.
combined
Yeah,
it.
it was nice. That band is one of the songs where the bass is more noticeable.
Mm?
In the chorus, the bass is drowned out, but like everything else, the bass is just. I feel like the bass carries the song really well, in my
Really?
opinion. Maybe not as much as the vocals, but it's definitely a high point. The bass, like I haven't learned this song yet, but just
When you do, we can perform.
no, I can't. I won't learn it because it's just insanely complex.
Oh, for the bass.
Like just hearing it is enough to tell me, yep, this is out of my skill level. But yeah, it's probably the most hype song in my opinion out of the discography so far.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably why it's one of my favorites. It's in the perfect. Also, the lead guitar is like amazing in the chorus.
Yeah.
You know when she bends the guitar strings and it makes that sound?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that existed, and it's probably one of my new favorite sounds. Just guitar bending is insane.
Guitar bending.
Yeah.
Is that what it sounds
Oh.
like dragged out a bit?
It's like it's not the sound dragged out. It's just the sound varying, making it's sort of
Oh,
like
yeah.
a whining.
Wait, is it kind of like, you know the bit when she's like the solo and she does like the little quick flick? Is that it?
No. It's in the chorus when Kita's like dragging out her vocals. You can hear the guitar varying in note. I'm not a music guy. I can't explain it very well.
They're just wiggling the string, right?
Yeah, they're wiggling the
Yeah.
string, and then it like distorts the sound.
Yeah.
Oh, I
I
think
like
I
that.
kind of hear it.
That is like a new favorite thing, which is probably also why it's imperfect. So yeah. And one more thing is the bridge right before the final chorus, which
Mhm.
fakes you out. Okay, every time a song like fakes you out at the emotional bit and then just like
It blue balls you.
yeah. It's like a delayed nut, right?
Yeah.
It's like edging. Yeah, I eat that shit up, right?
You like edging?
I haven't tried it yet. You know, maybe after this song, maybe I'll
Hey,
try it
yo.
out.
Have you tried edging to this song? Anyways, moving on.
I don't think this song is like. I don't think I could do it to this song.
Wait, can you do it to any of the songs?
He's
You
considering.
said you couldn't do it to this song, so
I don't think so. No, I don't
No?
think so.
Yeah.
I'd be too busy enjoying the song than to be
You-
able to whack it.
okay.
Honestly.
I respect that.
Anyway, right? Thoughts?
And a band.
I know band.
I'm gonna say visuals, so I won't elaborate too much because it's a significant. I mean, I told you I like significance, and this song was like Bocchi's coming out.
I think this was the peak in significance for her growth. Honestly.
Yeah, that's probably why it's my favorite.
Yeah.
It's like the very tippity top.
Yeah.
Like this is when people know about her, like know about how good she is and stuff like that. And it also displays her growth. She's stepping out of her comfort zone.
Yeah.
She goes from like Mango Box to like just hamming it out by herself in the beginning.
Yeah.
And that disparity was like, you got goosebumps. I was like, yeah, she's growing. My girl, she's doing it. The actual song itself, though, it's really passionate. It's really powerful. In my opinion, I feel like it's the most impactful song to
Yeah.
me out of everything I've listened to. Out of the 14 songs, I think.
I'm not very good at genres and stuff like that. But I was surprised to learn that this was your favorite song because you have told us that you don't like J-rock. But I feel like
I don't.
this is the epitome of
Yeah.
the rock genre.
Yeah.
Right?
Dude, Botch the Rock's an exception when it comes to music, all right? I make exceptions.
So as long as you got cute girls and good visuals doing the song, it's fine.
And growth.
And growth,
Growth.
it's fine.
Yeah, for me it was the same. The only reason it's not like at the top because they didn't add the solo, right?
Yeah.
And like looking at the song by itself, not as Bocchi's catalyst, I didn't like it as much as Karakara or like Toribochi Tokyo.
The DJ number 4 honorary member, official member, I don't fucking know. The DJ number 4 talked about how he felt that the chorus dropped the ball because the vocals weren't fun in the chorus.
It
the
was
vocals-
just like single note.
yeah, it was just
kinda
like dragging
flat,
out
yeah.
a single note.
Yeah, I
But
kind of got bored of it.
Yeah, but I feel like the guitar made up for it.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, like, I feel like the song should have been all about Bocchi. It's like, oh, what was the song about again? It was like, even though you're not as skilled and you see other people that are skilled, right?
Yeah.
You step out your zone. That's kind of her realizing that, right? In the show.
I feel like it'd make more sense to fit Kita more, you know?
Really?
Because, yeah, Bocchi's not at that skill level as, like, Ryo and Nijika, but that's only because she's playing in a band.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, playing by herself, she's, like, god level.
Yeah, but in this
Yeah.
song,
In this
obviously they removed the
instance,
solo,
yeah.
but I feel like when I was listening to like in the anime, because it was the dominant bit,
Yeah.
and I feel like it should have stayed the dominant bit. I feel like it was Bocchi's song, you know?
Yeah.
In the anime, it felt like she was leading the whole song.
Yeah.
So like she was in the foreground, of course. So that makes me so sad.
I still think that the guitar is somewhat prominent.
Yeah, it is still prominent.
What
but
do you
it's
think
not
was
prominent
the
enough.
most prominent in the song, though?
Huh?
What do you think was most prominent in that song? To you?
I mean, at first, it's still the guitar for me.
Still the guitar,
I'm
yeah.
gonna pay attention to like the guitars whenever I listen to the song, and then the vocals be a second.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So next song, "What's Wrong With." This song is about living in the moment, not knowing what the future holds, but no point in thinking about it.
So Nijika.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nijika's song. Yeah. So when I first heard this song, I absolutely despised it. because there was a shift in melody in the chorus. Now I don't mind it so much. I still have a gripe about like how she ends the chorus because it kind of like kills the flow. Yeah, it just sort of just kills the flow at the end, but it's not too bad. I love its hopeful mood. It's just a very hopeful song, right?
You know, you started off like, I remember when you were describing the songs, you're like, I hate positivity. This sucks. It doesn't match it. And now you're like, I think I like positivity.
You know, in like what was it? The Christmas present, past, and future. You know that movie?
Yeah, Scrooge?
Yeah, the Scrooge
No, I
guy.
haven't watched Scrooge. but yeah.
I feel like that right now, honestly.
No.
I feel
I've
like your
learned-
heart's been opened from my Bocchi.
Yeah, exactly. I've learned my ways. But yeah, the bass is very melodic in this song. Why? I couldn't tell you. I don't know why I wrote that, but I guess it is. Nichika's voice is really nice.
Yeah.
I really like her voice. It reminds me of the vocalist for the Peggies.
Oh,
in a
yeah.
way. Not to that level. Not to that, annoying level. Yeah. But it's a very cute voice and it just brings a smile to my face, right?
Mm-hmm.
And also, you know, the guitars are pretty relaxed. The solo was like not as hype as other songs, but I actually kind of liked it in a way.
Mm.
But that's all my thoughts on that song.
Every time I like listen to this, all I can think about is like Nijika dancing in like the ED.
Yeah.
You know, the sprites.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty much what I picture. Again with the visuals. I mean, I kind of did picture Nijika just skipping along like a beach.
You don't picture like Kita giving everybody the rude finger?
Oh yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
It looks like she's giving everybody the rude finger.
Yeah. One of
Kita.
the.
Let me show you.
Oh, wait, I think I know what you're talking about, but it's on here. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I did notice that. I
Yeah,
forgot about that.
when I first saw that scene, I just burst out laughing.
Yes.
This is not what you were going for, but
Damn, Kira. Wow. Didn't know you were like that.
yeah, it became like a really happy, fun song that I
Mhm.
just jam out to. The only reason I put it in good and not really good was that, like, you know, at the end of the chorus, it kind of just kills the flow. But other
Mhm.
than that, I enjoy it.
It's a nice upbeat song, really.
Yeah. At first I hated it too.
What changed?
Because like I listened to the first 5 seconds, like because the ED came up right, I was like, wait, what is this? And I just closed it.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
you know,
Oh,
I actually listened to it.
Because you're like, oh, this ain't fucking Kara Kara. Get
Yeah,
this
bro,
shit
this
outta
ain't
here."
Kara Kara. Why'd you change it, bro? Yeah, exactly. But you know, I actually gave it a chance.
I think with a lot of me, it was I was kind of similar to you. I was like, this is too positive for me. It was like distortion was pretty low for me at first, and then it went up. It was same with Nichika's song. It was like, oh, it's just too positive. I don't like this. You keep listening to it, and it's like it grows on you. You know, it's like, oh, it's a cute girl, just jamming it out. You know, having fun.
It's just a really nice song all around. Well,
Yeah.
next song, Rock and Roll, Morning Light Falls on You.
Okay, this is
Oh.
one of my favorites.
I wasn't aware of it
Mm.
until Degen 4 told me that this was a cover of Asian Kung Fu Generation. And I think my initial thoughts between comparing the two, I thought that the Asian Kung Fu Generation version was better.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's only because I liked the lead singer's voice more than Bocchi's voice.
Okay.
But honestly, this song is like still really good.
Wait, this is Bocchi's voice?
This
Yes,
is Bocchi's
Bocchi's
voice,
voice.
Oh, I didn't even know.
yeah. This song is about wanting to be something impactful or like doing something impactful, but not having the talent or skill to do it. So you just live along mundanely. You know, like I don't have the skill for it, so I'm not even gonna bother trying.
It's too real.
Damn.
That's yeah.
It's too real.
too real, right?
Oh,
Relatable.
no.
And the fact that Bocchi's singing this is like, oh my god, I'm gonna cry.
Okay, yeah. The Asian Kung Fu version, I actually do really like it as well.
Yeah.
It was pretty close to Bocchi's version with regards to my enjoyment. Which was surprising. It was like, wait, that's not a cute girl. Why do I like this? But yeah, I think his vocals are quite nice. They're quite
Yeah,
soothing.
they're really nice.
I'm biased. I clicked on the video and then I instantly exited it. Like, bro, this ain't Bocchi.
Ew.
Yeah.
It's not an anime girl.
Yeah, so with this song, Bocchi's voice is probably my favorite voice out of everybody else's voice.
Yeah, it's my favorite as well.
It sounds rough and unrefined, and it has like some vocal quirks that happen a lot throughout the song. I wouldn't be able to explain it to you, but I would describe her voice as somewhat squeaky.
Yeah.
And that just really like boosts my enjoyment of the
Yeah,
song.
it's like shaky. It's like her
Yeah,
personality.
Yeah,
It's like when she goes for like the higher notes, you can kind of feel like her struggling or maybe a bit,
yeah.
perhaps.
And that's what I love about it so much.
Yeah.
right? The mood is very relaxing, and with the guitars, I enjoyed how rough and grating they were. It almost hurt my ears, but stuff like that I do enjoy a lot.
Hurting your ears?
No, no, just really rough sounding stuff.
Yeah.
This was your favorite song, right? Well, one of your favorite songs.
Yeah. With regards to ranking them, like number one,
Yep.
it was contending quite heavily with Honorable Band. Because I've looped this song so many times leading up to this recording. It's like one of my go-to songs, just the vibe.
Because it's Bocchi, right?
Yeah, it's Bocchi. I could listen to Bocchi all the time. But it's what's what I visualize when I hear this? I guess I kind of picture Bocchi in a box just singing to herself, which is the picture. So, again, maybe I'm influenced by pictures again.
I don't know. When I hear this, like I just hear Bocchi pouring her heart out.
Yeah.
Like, it's just insanely emotional. I get swept up in it.
Did you cry? Did you cry?
Not
to
yet,
this?
not yet. I've yet to find a song that makes me cry when I listen to it.
Really?
Maybe if I knew Japanese, then I would have cried. What if I actually understood the lyrics?
Does it add to it that it's like played at the end of like the series? Like the whole journey's like just beginning. Like it's just ended, but it's also just beginning.
Well, like I didn't know what the meaning of it was when I heard it playing at the
You
ending.
kind of like, if they played this at like at a graduation, you kind of get it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
right.
do. I do still
Yeah.
feel like
It,
it
feels
was
like-
it was sort of sad. When I
yeah,
heard it
sad,
playing.
but like yeah.
Yeah. When I saw it in the anime, I didn't feel very much.
Really?
Because like it was just her walking home, or was it walking to work or something, right?
Okay.
It wasn't really her doing much. And then I went to Spotify and I saw the box picture, and I was like, oh, that's what it's supposed to be.
You know what? I think because that song played at the ending, that's what made me fall into depression.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, like
hardly.
it made me realize. Oh wait, it's all
Oh,
over.
Bocchi's
It's
ending.
all
Yeah, I was
over.
like, oh.
It's conditioned you. You conditioned this song with the end of
And
Bocchi.
then maybe I'll start crying soon.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Once the realization sets in that there's no more Bocchi next week.
I'll still say that. I'm not scared now.
Any more thoughts on the song?
No, I think your enjoyment is pretty much why I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's the vocals. The vocals is like
Yeah.
number one with me, and it's the whole like the last song of the show. I actually kind of like that it's a cover of the Kung Fu Asian Generation.
Yeah, I honestly didn't mind because
Yeah.
it's like a song I never heard of before.
Yeah.
And I feel like
yeah.
fans that have heard it before will probably like be hyped about it.
Yeah, but oh, it's that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, aren't the characters based on
Yeah.
Kung Fu?
Yeah, they're
So,
based on
like,
the Kung Fu thing.
yeah, I
so it
didn't know that.
reinforces
That's
the idea.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it you, Degen 3, that was like, does this mean that Asian Kung Fu
Yeah.
Generation exists in Bocchi?
But then you're like, wait, they're Bocchi, bro. Like,
How
like,
Bocchi?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like Bocchi is the Asian Kung Fu
Yeah,
Generation of our
of their universe. That's
Yeah.
sick.
Yo, I should have looked into like Asian Kung Fu Generation's like history. Like maybe he had like a similar trajectory as
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
each
Bocchi.
person is literally a character.
yeah,
in
maybe
this.
he played a
Yeah,
story. The real life place.
What an easy eating grass.
Yeah.
Yeah, started in grass.
All right, moving on to the next song. Never Forget.
Oh.
Okay, this one.
This song is about, despite
Dementia. Yeah, go on.
what? Despite life not going well right now, I won't forget these times ever because they only happen once.
Yeah.
All right, the opening of the song already got me hooked.
Yeah.
Right,
Mhm.
that guitar, it's goofier. It's time to just like monkey out, right?
Monkey out. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair
It
enough.
reminds me of like it has the same vibe of the Almost Naked Animals opening song.
Yeah.
The vocals in this song are absolutely amazing. They're energetic, dynamic. They brought it a tad bit down in the chorus, but then like there's a part where Kita sings. It's the part where she says, "I won't forget no matter how many times I die."
Yeah.
When she says how many times, I just love that part because it's like I can't explain it. It's just amazing. One part right after the solo, it combines the chorus with a drum roll. So it's like it's just Kita singing the chorus
Just the silent, just the drums in the
in
background.
front of the drum roll. Yeah,
Yeah,
That
okay,
shit,
I
I
understand.
fucking love that shit. I actually got goosebumps listening to it. Real caught on cam, I nodded.
Oh,
that's
damn.
that's what I wrote apparently. I think Never Forget is a perfect song. It
Yeah?
makes me feel a lot of things, and then it also incorporated guitar bending. So like you know,
Oh, like a
that's-
bending you like.
yeah, that's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Okay, you're not gonna like me very much.
I know. I saw your tier list. You didn't like it that much.
Yeah. Okay, it just sounds like a rock song to me.
It didn't sound like a good rock song.
It just sounds like a normal rock song.
Oh, normal rock.
Yeah,
Um,
I think I was gonna write. Never Forget was pretty forgettable.
Oh.
Wow.
Because I genuinely struggle to remember the song. I had to like write notes like, oh yeah, it's that song that starts with lots of guitars and stuff like that. But then again, that's me being Mr. Not Music. It's a good song. I don't hate it. It's like when I was listening to the album and I was going through all the songs and this played, I was like, yeah, this is a good song. And then once it ends, like, what song? Who?
Yeah, you forgot.
I forgot.
You didn't take the lyrics to heart. You forgot.
I don't know Japanese.
She told you not to forget, and you forgot.
Oh, maybe she should try singing in English. Yeah, that's all I have to say about it. Really, it's a lot. It's not a bad song. With regards to Bocchi the Rock, there's no bad song. You guys gonna
Yeah.
agree with that? I know you hate Bocchi Tokyo, but
Hey,
like
it's
It's not bad.
technically-
It's
It's not
not bad. It's not bad. It's just difference in taste.
difference in taste. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's the lowest for me, but it's not a bad song. It's better than like most rock songs I'll listen to.
So when they played in the anime, were you kind of like disappointed? Because like it was the first song they started off with.
Yeah, maybe it's like it was kind of abrupt in the anime, But I start the episode and they just play it. It's like, where's the build up? There's no like. There's
That
no
was
moment.
the opening of the thing.
Was it?
Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the opening because like after it ended, Bocchi the Rock, the title screen came up.
So
So,
that was the laser.
I do understand that. I felt like when it played there, it was like, you know, oh no, you've resigned it to being somewhat forgettable.
Yeah. It fell flat. Because of
Okay.
that. Maybe that's why I don't like it very much. I didn't even remember it in the anime.
Bro,
Honestly.
you missed out on like Kita bouncing up and down when she was saying that part in the chorus. It was amazing.
I feel so focused on Bocchi. It's like, wait, where's Bocchi? Where is she? I was just like scanning for her. It's like, there she is. And then I began to notice what's the other song? Constellation one.
Yeah.
That was one I noticed. But this song, yeah, sorry, forgettable. The
Yeah.
drum bit's pretty nice though. I do like that. The drum and just Kita's vocals.
Yeah, I actually want to bump this up, but I mean, I don't care if my tier list looks like slanted anymore. Like, you know, yeah, we already know like they're all good songs.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
stopped giving up like halfway making the tier list. You know, that's why Perfect is the tier with the most songs in there.
Yeah. Wait, do you want to rank it in numbers later? Number
Rank
one,
them
number
in
two, number
numbers. Don't make me do that because I might kill someone.
Yeah.
Kill someone trying to figure out everything.
Yeah, well, no, we won't do that. It'll take too long.
So
Yeah.
you want to bump it up?
Yeah, it's yeah, I also forgot it like when it first played, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I clicked on like Secret Base in the album. I thought I was like, oh yeah, this is the one they played in the anime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mixed it up too.
Yeah, so and then I'm like, wait, this wait a
They're
minute.
very. I don't know why they're very similar. Because like I'll be thinking about the song. I'll be thinking about the start of Never Forget, and then all of a sudden it changes into like Secret Base somehow.
Yeah.
Like it's just quite similar. But
Yeah. I mean, I think my lowest songs were Secret Base and Never Forget.
Oh,
Maybe there's a reason why.
okay. Oh, well. But yeah, you know, when I listen to Never Forget, I just picture me and my friends doing stupid shit together.
Yeah, it reminds me of like you
High
know,
school youth
the
and
good old
stuff.
days.
Yeah.
Good old
Like
days.
you know the title itself, like oh, yeah, I shouldn't forget.
That's exactly what that song's about. High
Yeah.
school youth.
Exactly.
And I put a flashback. Never Forget's on noise, so I don't hate it that much. It's just
Would you like to change it?
Would you like to change it down? You know, because he literally said it was like the lowest song for me.
okay. Hold up, let me think. I think I do enjoy it more than the other two though, by a bit. Although I'm gonna say that because like it has a unique picture. It genuinely just stands out because of the picture. So when I was trying to memorize, I was like, oh, Never Forget's easy. It's just Nichika jumping in the air. No, I'd keep it nice.
Okay.
I think I do enjoy it more than the other two.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Right, time to move on to If I Could Be a Constellation.
Oh.
Yes.
Now, when I found out the meaning for this song, I fell in love with it even more. Because,
Yeah?
like, it's about coming together and staying together no matter what. Like, one person feels inadequate to stand by someone's side, so they have, like, a strong feeling to get to a point where they can stand
Okay,
side by side.
you're
with them.
seducing me. I might move it up.
Right? I feel like it fits really well between Bocchi and Kita. Because that's literally what
Is
their
Kita like
relationship
trying to
together.
be like
Yeah.
a match for Bocchi?
Yeah, pretty much. She's like, this person's amazing. People need to know about that person.
Mm.
I want to be able to be there and say I'm proud to be next to this person.
Yeah, there's even a bit in like the anime where she like Bocchi's string tears.
Yeah.
and she like covers for her and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So
And
it's those
that,
kind of
it
moments.
just fits so well with
Yeah.
everything.
I really wish I understood Japanese now. It's like if I understood the meaning right when the song played, I would nut on the spot. I would absolutely cream my pants.
Yeah.
So, oh man.
Yeah. So the opening of the song, when I listened to it, I already knew it was at least a 9 out of 10.
Mm.
Funky bass and lead guitar has a really nice sound.
Yeah.
We're in for a good ride, honestly. There's nice balance between the instruments. The bass is drowned out in the chorus a bit, I feel, but it's made up for the fact that the guitars aren't really
In
as
focus?
prominent.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
not
as
in
prominent as
focus.
other songs, right? Because
Yeah.
obviously they're toned down a bit. Definitely one of my favorite genres of rock because it combines funk and rock, and you know it's infectious.
Is there a
I
name
want
for
to
it?
stand up and start dancing. Right?
Is there like a name for this genre?
Probably like funk rock
Funk
is
rock.
what I came
Funk
to the conclusion
rock.
of. But you know I'm shit at these genres anyway. The drums opening and closing the hi-hats really quickly. This is just like a minor thing that you have to like listen carefully for it.
Mm.
It's really nice. I really enjoy that sound. The lead guitar I feel like is really ethereal. Dude,
Mhm. Transcendent, you know,
Yeah.
up there in the world.
yeah, it's like soft. I feel like it takes me to like a different place.
Yeah.
The stars.
Yeah.
Constellations.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
I was disappointed that I didn't get to hear the guitar solo in the Spotify version
Oh yeah.
because I really enjoyed that part. I really enjoyed
Yeah, Kita's
Kita taking the spotlight. but I'm not too bothered about it. But the solo in the Spotify version is really nice because it was like a duet between the two guitars,
Mm.
and it really fit in with that theme of, wanting to stand with each other.
Yeah.
So honestly, this became my favorite song of all time.
Okay.
Like
y-
I
your
can,
number
I
one?
think I can clearly say that this is my favorite song.
Okay, fair enough. It's definitely gonna go up there for me now. Now that I know what it's about. It's definitely it's between Down Bad and Nut now. All right. It's like my third favorite probably now, if you're gonna describe it like that. Like my third before that was it's a tie between Station and Guitar Loneliness and Blue Planet. For my third.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised you put it in Noise though.
You thought it'd be higher or something?
Yeah, because I thought it was objectively a good song.
Yeah, I thought like
it
everyone
is a
liked
good
it.
song. I mean, the other songs are just really good in general, but I think it's because I didn't know the meaning. Number one,
Yeah.
to me, in my head, I was picturing hippies when I heard this. It sounded like a hippie song.
Hippies.
So I was picturing everyone in, like hippie outfits. I was like, I don't know if I want to like hippies that much. Like the environment's cool and all, but like I think that might be why. It's just the image in my head.
Yeah, I knew that like what the title meant of the song, so I kind of had an idea of what the song was about. And yeah, I was picturing like Kita just going for her dreams and just
Yeah.
head out to the stars kind of thing.
Reaching for
Yeah,
the stars. But Bocchi's the star.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but she's so out of reach from her. She just wishes that. That's literally what the song is about.
yeah,
Looking up to the sky and just wanting to reach out.
Oh.
yeah. So like that plus it's a good song had a great impact on me.
I kind of wish the guitar was a little stronger though.
Oh, there's so much more I want to talk about the song. About like I don't know the musical term for it. I maybe it's like a descendo or something. But they play 3 notes that just descend in tone. And I
Mhm.
think that was like really amazing. But anyway, moving on. Secret Bass.
My least favorite.
Secret bass.
Ah, okay. So for the new songs, I couldn't get the translations for them, so I can't really tell you what the song is about. I can only
Okay.
guess. Sorry, my Japanese is not that great. But Secret Bass, what is it? It's probably about making a place to belong to just between the two of
Yeah.
us, probably.
Makes sense.
That's what I assume it's about. I think it would fit as an anime opening.
Yeah,
An opening.
like
Like,
it does sound anime.
yeah, I'd be fine if this
Yeah?
was
Okay.
Bocchi's anime opening.
Yeah.
I
Actually, I would not be fine with that. I like Station Complex more, but I can agree with you.
You only like Station Complex more because it has visuals, alright? What if Secret
Yeah,
Bass had a
what is that
visual?
visuals,
Huh?
bro?
maybe my opinion would change.
Yeah, but I really love its uplifting and hopeful direction. Its second verse is absolutely amazing, and purely because Kita sings in a very playful way, and like it's a bit like shameful to admit it, but I think I might have fallen in love when she did that part in the
Oh.
song.
Yeah, Kita.
Okay, well, we can elaborate more on this in the character section.
Yeah, but the second verse, it was a combination of rim clicks. Another thing that I really not hated. Can't believe I almost said that. Really loved. And the guitars going back and forth between each other. It'd be like lead guitar, rhythm guitar, lead guitar, rhythm guitar. That is like really amazing as well. So I think I ranked it pretty high. Yeah, I rate it as a perfect. I feel like it
Perfect.
deserves
Highest.
that spot.
Okay. I mean, I told you I mixed it up with Never Forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know
Oh.
that it didn't stand out very much to me. I don't know the meaning. Again, no Japanese. And I didn't get the whole exchange between the guitarists and stuff like that. I didn't notice the playfulness. I didn't fall in love with Kita. I didn't notice any of that, honestly. It's a good song. It's a Bocchi song. Not bad. But yeah, it's a secret in my mind. I don't know.
Oh.
He's on fire with these puns today.
Oh no. Yeah, that's all I got to say. I had like nothing to write on this one.
You didn't get like nostalgia vibes.
I mean, when I hear this song, I picture like making a treehouse or something, and I never made a treehouse in my life.
Yeah, but
never, like,
don't you wanna
run
be
by
a
the
kid
cre-
again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
Like I said it before, I don't know why, but this song's so hopeful that it just reminds me of like a wedding. Don't know
Wedding.
why.
A
Did you play this at
wedding.
your wedding?
No.
I'll play for you. Yeah, so like, yeah, this song just like reminded me of childhood, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
it's hopeful, nothing to worry about. You're chilling.
Like on a summer day, with your friends.
Yeah, yeah, I did get it mixed up with the
Yeah.
thing, but
Yeah.
like, yeah, but like when I'm actually listening to it, I enjoy it a lot. So yeah,
It's a nice positivity song.
Right. So next song, Can't Sing Love Songs.
Okay.
oh yes,
Okay, this song's probably about not wanting to sing love songs and not conforming to society or whatever.
Yes.
Surely that's what it's about. Anyway,
Society.
I really like the chorus of the song. I think the chorus is really powerful. It does that thing where
It's the pause.
Yeah, it does the
hits-
pause. Yeah.
yeah.
There's a part where she says like yada yada yada. Yeah. Wait.
Yatta, yatta, yatta.
Yeah,
something
that
like
part. I really enjoy
Oh
that
yeah,
part.
yeah.
Oh, he's saying no, no, no.
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
like that part.
Yeah,
But
that's-
I really dislike how the verse starts. Because, like,
Mhm.
you know, you fire up the song, there's like
Mhm.
sick ass guitars going off, and then the mood is completely killed from like rock down to like Christian rock or some shit. Because she's like, na 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 na, and then all of a sudden she's like, na 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 na. Like I really did not enjoy
I
that.
kind of like that.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I really did not enjoy that. And then the last thing I wrote was that at times the bass really shines. I can't
Doesn't.
remember, but sure, let's go with that. So this song was really close to being good if it wasn't for that part that you guys enjoyed. So I put it like second lowest.
So this is like the same Hitori Bocchi Tokyo situation.
I think it's better than Hitori Bocchi Tokyo because
Ooh.
it has enough power for me to like it, but it's
Yeah.
just that one part that just kills it for me. With Hitori Bocchi Tokyo, I just didn't feel much power throughout the song.
Yeah, I would bump this up to down bad.
Bump it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this just reminds me of like Bocchi's character as a whole. Like even like the title, like
Yeah. It's a very bocce oriented song.
yeah, it's like for
That
you guys,
yatta
bro.
bit. I didn't actually pay attention to that very much. I was like, oh, this just sounds nice. Yeah, I might bump it up to down bad. It was one of those songs that I did have a hard time remembering. Like
Yeah.
I legit. There was a bit where she said Zuko multiple times, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I legit wrote the Zuko song. Help me remember.
Zuko.
It's Zuto.
The Zuto song.
Yeah.
Maybe
Like,
it's between are nice.
Yeah, honestly, I want to love it so much, but it's just starting the verse just kills it.
Mm,
The next song is The Little Sea.
okay.
I'll won't lie to you, I have no idea what this song's about.
Yeah.
Maybe like it's a little sea, but it still has its moments and it shines.
The little sea.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's like small fish in a big pond. He's going from her little sea to the big sea. I don't know.
Maybe. I think this song has my favorite sounding drums. Because
Mm.
at the start of the song, the drums, they sound a little further away than everything else. And they have like I want to say they have like a slight echo to them. But honestly, I really like how they're played and how they sound. They have soft drum rolls. They have the rim clicks again, where it's just the sound of the stick hitting the rim. I really enjoy sounds like that. And that's why I think like drums are what shines in that song. The guitars are somewhat muted compared to everything else. They're like playing softly.
Mm.
And the bass has some fun little melodies. However, I don't like the final transition into the chorus because I think it kills the flow a bit, but it doesn't kill it too badly. Overall, I wouldn't say this is a really memorable song to me, so I'd put it in like okay. It's alright. Yeah, basically it's alright. I would have put it in meh, but I don't think I actively like dislike the song in any way.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
yeah.
you don't. I mean, you actively dislike one song maybe, but
I just like the slow bits, but like the chorus is kind of
Yeah.
off-putting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
pudding. Is it too energetic? I'm listening to it again.
Yeah, it kind of doesn't feel right compared to like how the verse is going. To
When the
me.
verse kind of winds up, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, the verse is the drums, right? Like the wind up, or was that after the chorus?
I think it's after.
So after.
I don't know.
No,
well,
I feel like the guitars are what leads into the chorus, and then the drums like have a lot more energy in the chorus. But yeah, I'm not really a fan of that transition. Like I would have rather enjoyed it. It took like a more mellow and slow.
Yeah, I
vibe.
thought that's like where the song was going when I
Yeah.
first listened to it.
yeah. When I heard the drums, I thought like a marching band.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
Like they're marching towards something different. So it's like it's again the sea analogy. I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah?
it's not. Maybe they're marching into like a big sea or something. That's what I'm picturing right now. My favorite bit is the very beginning though.
Yeah.
The first few notes.
Yeah.
And then she starts singing.
Yeah,
I guess I'm not as big of a fan of the later bits. The guitar. I feel like the guitar should be a little more muted, maybe.
You want it to be more soft.
They're more softer. I mean, it's still like my third favorite out of the new batch. It'd be like the rock and roll Morning Light Falls on You. Then it'd be like Constellation. Oh, it'd be this one and Constellation or something.
Interesting to see.
it's still a good song though.
Yeah, it's a good song.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Might bump it down maybe.
Up
Actually, no, drums are good enough to keep it where they are. All right, final song, Flashbacker.
Actually, it's
Actually, it's Flashbacker. Anyway,
yeah.
I think this song is about looking back in the past. I mean, like the PV is literally going through every single scene with the band.
Yeah, flashback.
Yeah. I think this is the perfect sentimental rock song.
Yeah.
The silence before the massive drop is, that's, you've already won me. I love shit that sounds like that. the melody is very methodical, or maybe it's better to say it's like systematical, because it's
Mm.
like following that 1/4 timing. A strong note is played every beat, right? It doesn't drag on,
Mm.
but it starts and stops in that timing, and I think
Okay.
that's like really powerful and emotional. And the vocals in this song, oh my god,
You
Gonna
tearing
cry.
up at the thought of it?
I'm gonna tear up and cry, because
Oh, the first song that makes you cry?
it's so powerful and
Yeah.
like passionate. Her emotion is my emotion now. I'm Kita now, right? I've
Yes.
downloaded her personality.
Yeah? Okay, you went from falling in love to like wanting to become Kita.
I am Kita.
You are
Kita is
Kita now.
basically me, guys.
So I guess that he's your favorite character now.
Hey
But
yo.
yeah, Flashbacker is perfect.
Okay, perfect.
When I saw that you put it like
Oh.
really low, I was like, nah, it can't be. Because I thought when you said I hate rock songs, I was thinking you hate stuff like, that band, because that's rock song. And then you say stuff like Never Forget just sounded like the same rock song over and over again. That surprised me.
Yeah, I think Bocchi the Rock definitely inverted my opinions a lot. I think I somewhat preferred the rock songs in Bocchi the Rock,
Yeah.
which is good, I guess.
You like the more conventional rock songs as opposed to the other subgenres of rock?
I feel like Anno Band isn't that conventional though, is it?
When I think of rock, I will probably think of that band.
Actually, okay, yeah, you're right. I don't know, I just like the vocals. Plus, story significance. That's legit the reason. I'll be honest. If you put Flashbacker in episode 8, and actually, there's no solo bit though, so Bocchi wouldn't shine. Maybe I wouldn't like it that
Yeah,
much.
you would not have enjoyed if they put Flashbacker in
Yeah.
episode 8.
Nah. Yeah, it's because of the story significance. And rock is so intrinsically tied to the story that like I just prefer rock songs in general in this show. Maybe if like you took away the anime, my opinions would be inverted. I know band would be
You
pretty
would
low.
say everything is shit, because like you were like, I'd rather watch the anime than listen to the songs. I wouldn't have enjoyed the songs as much if not for the anime.
I mean, like songs like this. It's not as rock based, right? I might have enjoyed. Hold on.
It's like this song's like a really emotional rock song.
Well, it's like it feels less rock-y,
Yeah, which is why I was confused, because you're like, I hate rock, but then I also hate the songs that aren't rock.
Okay, I'm confused.
Don't worry about it. Well, why didn't
Yeah.
you like this song?
Like when I first heard the few notes, I instantly associated it with the Little Sea and the song I do like, the last one, the Morning Light Falls on You. Maybe that's why. I don't know. I associated them like similar to each other, and then I proceeded to pick a favorite, and this one just wasn't the favorite. It was the child that I cast aside.
The neglected one.
The neglected child.
It's not even nice. Mid.
It's a good song. Still like it. Maybe mid's a bit like harsh because I feel like the lowest rank for a Bocchi song should be noise, but I put mid there just for the sake of having something lower. And in this case, it was probably the lower end of things in terms of favorite. I'm listening back to the vocals now, and I do really like the vocals, but I just don't like the instrumentals very much in this song.
I would play this at my funeral. Yeah.
It's a slideshow of like pictures of you throughout your life, flashback.
Yeah. You can like interpret this in like different ways. It could be like really sad. You're glad it happened, but sad it ended kind of thing.
Yeah,
Bittersweet sort of
Yeah.
feeling.
bittersweet.
Yeah, kind of like that. That's what I get from it.
When I heard this song, I thought of flashbang. To be honest, I didn't think about all this meaning because, like, I mean, when I listen to music, I don't pay attention to music very much. I just do something else while I have the music in the background. And occasionally, if there's like a moment that sticks out to me, I'll like stop to pay attention to it. If I had sat there and just listened to the song properly, maybe it would have been different. And I thought about the meaning.
No, do you think it's boring and you press skip straight away?
I mean, I've never skipped a Bocchi song, or maybe I'm like after listening to it like 20 times or something, I might skip it. It's like, okay, that's enough.
Fair enough. Right, well, that's every single song ranked. Do you agree? Do you disagree?
Yes.
Tori Bocchi is L.
Hey,
Anyway,
yo.
well, moving on to the final part of
All right.
this episode. Bocchi characters ranking.
Yes.
Okay, guys, this is not a smash or pass tier list.
Yes.
This is basing them... What are we basing them off of?
Everything.
How much we like them.
Likability, I suppose.
Likability.
Yeah.
We all have to agree. This is... we're not going to agree. We're not going to agree where things are. But you know what? Let's see what happens, right?
Well, we'll try.
Let's
we'll
bring
try
it
to
up.
agree. We'll compromise. All right. Do you want to start the main cast first?
All right.
Yeah,
Start the
yeah.
main
Let's
cast.
go.
All right, let's do Bocchi. She's the name of the show.
Well, it's like obvious S, right?
Yes, and S too.
Okay, well, okay. I love all 4 characters.
Yes.
But I think I like her the least out of the characters.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because yeah, she grows, she's funny, but I just love Nijika's and Kita's personalities way more. So
You like positivity, I see.
if it was based out of like those four, probably like Nijika and Kita are S, Ryo is A, and Bocchi's B. But like in the case with like a bunch of characters, I'll probably put her in S.
Yeah, I remember we did this like early in Bocchi, and you said Bocchi was like your favorite.
Yeah, I did like that. But like,
I can't believe this.
the show just went on, and like the other characters were more fleshed out. Bro.
Okay.
Extroverts score high for me.
I see. Okay, everyone's entitled to their opinion.
I'm not
that's
saying
fair
that she
enough.
shouldn't be S. She can
I
be
heard you
S.
say B, and my mind just like went blank.
Only
I'm like,
Hey yo.
this guy, how dare you? B for Bocchi, right?
yeah, B for
Yeah,
Bocchi.
B for Bocchi,
B for Bocchi.
of course. Okay.
I'll put her in S as long as all the other characters go in S as well.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, the show is about the forecast.
Can we add like a K for Kito?
K for Kita.
Look, I'm more of a Nijika guy myself.
Oh,
Okay, we got a Nijika and a Kita fan. The extrovert fans. I see. Okay, well, we'll actually explain her reasoning. I mean, the funny girl.
She's the funny one.
The funny one.
Yeah.
She's the haha. When
She's
she
the ha-has.
screams, she like
Ah.
she distorts reality when she.
Yeah.
My interest in the show was the narrative, so the coming of age story, which was all about her. I mean, maybe if like the story was about Nijika or something instead. I feel like Bocchi is still my favorite though. She's just funny.
Are you sure about that though? Because like I feel like Nijika goes through a lot of
Yeah, she goes through a lot.
more deeper things than what she's like just portrayed to be. Because she's like what she lives with her sister only. Okay, I'm not gonna spoil it actually, but
We
there's a
spoiled
lot,
everything already. It doesn't matter. Just say everything.
but this is like going into manga territory.
Ah, okay,
so
manga
I'm
territory.
not gonna.
Okay.
spoil it.
Would you say your opinion of Nijika is affected by the manga at all? Or was it just the anime? We're talking strictly the anime.
Whatever I've consumed. So
Okay,
yes,
so
yeah.
okay, you're
Everything.
influenced. Maybe I'll be influenced too. I don't know. But strictly of the anime, Bocchi is my number one. She's the funny girl. She's the girl that develops the most in my eyes.
Yeah.
It's just seeing her come out of her shell. I think that's the main draw with the narrative for me.
It's just so inspiring.
It's inspiring. Yeah. It's like, wow, I wish I could be like Bocchi. Wow, it'd be cool if I could play guitar and come out of my shell.
Look,
But-
man, Bocchi never wouldn't have like grown if Nijika didn't forcefully drag her into Starry. So you have Nijika to thank for that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying Nijika's like, oh, Nijika's N tier. She's pretty low. Nah.
Yeah, yeah.
If I were to rank her, she's an A tier still for me.
Hmm.
She's still pretty high. Yeah. I think my ranking would be Bocchi is an S. Rio's might be an S. She's like maybe halfway between A and S. But I maybe lean more toward an S. Kita and Nijika's are A. So I'm the opposite of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the introverted characters are an S and the extroverted ones are an A. Yeah, that's kind of it. I just find she's kind of relatable sometimes when she's weird.
Yeah.
I remember the art director was talking about like the portrayal of Bocchi. They were worried that like they would portray her in like a pitiful way, like really pitiful, to the point where like the audience might like cringe at it if they relate to her. But they made sure that the cast around her wouldn't like they'd be like helpful,
Yeah.
It wouldn't be like,
yeah.
haha, Bocchi is just spazzing out again. Wow, what a funny one. It's like, no, she's just having an episode, just give her time.
Yeah.
Help her
I
out.
think they did it really well.
Yeah, that was a really good dynamic. I'm trying to think of a show where like,
Jahi-sama.
yeah, I guess I thought of Jahi-sama.
I made the comparison between the two, and like that's the difference between making like an enjoyable, pitiful character.
No.
It's not constantly like rammed down your face. Well, in Bocchi, it's constantly rammed down your face, right?
Yeah.
But it's like it's always thrown in as a gag.
Mm-hmm.
But then there are times in Jahi-sama when the gag just doesn't hit, it doesn't stick. So it kind of like
I mean, it hit for me. I thought it was funny. But I think it was like kind of like pitiful characters. She was pitiful, but like they did it in a way that was not distasteful,
Yeah.
which I do appreciate. And again, I think I just relate with Bocchi the most. She's weird. She has some weird moments. And it's like, oh, okay. So if you're weird, people won't reject you. It's like, maybe they'll accommodate. So that's just nice. Rio's like, wait, do you guys have much to say on Rio?
Well-
I don't think we talked too much about it.
honestly, I might change my ranking and like Rio back to S and Bocchi up to A. Because like I think there are times when she's funnier than Bocchi.
Rio? Oh,
Like-
yeah, she has more.
Yeah.
Like Bocchi has more jokes, but I think Rio is more funny.
Dialogue-wise? I mean, Bocchi is just slapstick. She's pretty visual comedy-wise.
Yeah, okay. Bocchi's like slapstick, main focus, but Rio's like subtle funniness.
Yeah, her comments.
Yeah, like the part where she's eating the omelet, the way she's like animated.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that was really fun.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I think it's perhaps the fact that she's not very emotional. That when you see her do something dumb like that, it kind of hits harder.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of my favorite characters are like on that non-emotive side.
Yeah. It's just surprising. You seem to gravitate toward extroverts.
Yeah, I mean, I can gravitate towards both. You know,
Yeah.
Degen 3.
I did like talk about how like I wanted more Rio, but
Yeah. She was the least developed in the series.
you know, at least they showed us that it's not like thinking about nothing.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know,
Like the part where like she reads Bocchi's signature is also. a
Oh
really
yeah,
good
yeah,
part.
that was good. Yeah, she's got some spice, you know.
Yeah. What about Ichiji? Wait, what are the names again? Nijika. Nijika and Kita.
Kita's 1 and Nijika's 2 for me. It used to be like
That makes
Bocchi 2 or something, but like as the series went, like Nijika's kind of the glue of the team, you know.
Did Bocchi fall off? She fell off?
Yeah, no,
I
it's just
see.
like I like Nijika more. Like
Okay.
she's genuine, she's hardworking, you know.
Yeah.
Just wants to achieve her dream.
Yeah.
I mean, she's the mature one.
I'm just crying at the thought, and she's like, she's doing her best to survive. You're doing so well. Keep it up. Anyway, Kita is like, I feel like I can relate to Kita a lot
The most?
because being around people that are just like so talented and wanting to
Mhm.
like catch up and
Yeah.
and also seeing people who deserve to be like in the spotlight but not having that much spotlight. It's like,
Yeah.
like despite joining the team just because she fell in love with someone,
Mm.
it still feels like it's more than that,
Yeah.
and that like she's genuinely caring about the team now.
Yeah.
So she feel like she was hooked in by that love at first, and then like she finds other things.
Yeah, it's
Then
like being
she-
hooked in by the characters and then like staying for the narrative. right?
Yeah. Same with the plot.
Yeah. Something like that. I think Nijika's 1, Kita's 2.
Mm.
So opposite of him, but like,
Yeah.
we still understand each other. I don't know about you though. Kidding.
I see it. I see it. Kita was always. I didn't pay attention too much on her growth, honestly. I mean, she was a shonen protagonist. I've seen those like a million times.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, she's doing power friendship. Oh, she's doing the Kita beam, huh? Powering up. But like, I mean, I do see her hard work. I think the last episode sold me on her. Just seeing her like really try to carry Bocchi and support her.
Yeah.
I think originally she was like a B tier for me, but after the latest episode, she's a solid AS.
Fair enough. All right. I think that's enough about the main cast, bro.
Yeah.
Next character. Okay.
You want to do sick hack next, or you want to do like the
Yeah, we can do sick hack.
sick hack?
next.
Okay. Well, we can start with
Drunk girl S tier.
Well, yeah. You know.
Okay, you want to elaborate on that
No
more?
words needed.
No other
Literally
words.
the best character.
Yeah.
Look, if she didn't exist, Bocchi would have failed her school concert debut.
Refer to Smash or Pass episode.
Yeah. I mean, she's Bocchi's mentor, basically.
Yeah. I think she's like a really, she's also like a catalyst for Bocchi's growth.
Yeah.
You know how she said she was like Bocchi? I want a series like that, right?
You want a spin-off
like,
series?
Yeah, like her in high school.
Oh yeah, I dig that.
Yeah, that was
I
sick.
feel like Bocchi's on a trajectory toward Hiroi being like her.
Yeah, I had I saw comments talking about how they really felt that Hiroi being a mentor for Bocchi was really cool because they're literally like the same person,
Yeah. I mean, Hiroi was... She
For
described her past as being, like, socially anxious, right? She's
Yeah.
only started drinking because she needed the confidence boost.
Yeah. Maybe they won't turn out the same way, but like they
Yeah, probably
definitely
not, but-
are similar,
Yeah.
supposedly.
Which is surprising because they have similarities, but, like, at the current moment, when you, like, just see them on the surface, they're very different.
They're nothing alike.
One's, like, a really outspoken drunk, and the other one's, like, really closed off. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to... Does the manga go really deep into the progression?
Not so far, no.
No. Oh, hopefully we see that. I want to see a moment where Bocchi just transforms into like Hiroi or something. Like
You had a snippet of it. You saw what drunk Bocchi was like. More depressed than usual. Not extroverted, right?
Well, that's just drunk Bocchi. I want like extroverted drunk Bocchi. I need that.
So yeah, Hiroi S tier.
She's a solid mental figure. And like, she has her funny gags, but she has her serious moments. The whole, no, don't give up on the guitar, dude. It's only
Yeah.
been a day.
Also, sick hack full album when?
Please give me that. I need that. Dude, the first few notes of that Sick Hack song.
Yeah.
Alright.
The drummers.
Drummer,
good.
for
The drummer.
the,
Sick Hack's drummer. She's cool. She seems generic.
I'd put her in like mid tier.
Mid.
Like
She's
I
just
know
like-
nothing about her. She's a character.
She's a B.
She's nice.
She's a B.
Yeah.
But she looks like an NPC, honestly. Who knows? Maybe when she's developed more, I might care more.
I think she's
She's a straight laced type.
She's straight laced, but she can get like really angry. Is like the glue of the team.
Yeah.
Right. It's like the abusive parent of the team.
Oh yeah. Because everyone else is all the guitarists seem tame-ish. Not too bad.
Guitarist is tame, I guess. Is obsessed with like anime and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, if Hiroi gets too rowdy and drunk, she'll get hit in the head
Yeah.
and scolded. That's basically the drummer girl.
Yeah. That's her role.
Yeah.
She grabs the drumsticks and just bops her in the head.
Yeah. Going off that, I'd still give the guitarist like B as well.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know very much about them.
Yeah,
So they're
Except
sort
they're a
of
weeb.
yeah, that's it. Also, do you guys like foreign characters? Like the whole like when they speak Japanese, it's off. You can tell.
I don't think it really affects me that much. I
Yeah.
think like, hey, this is a little weird, but you know what? I don't really care.
How come they always make them blonde, bro?
It's a foreigner. It's like blondes are foreigners, of course.
That's the stereotypical English person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both on B. There's not much to say about them.
Yeah.
They're cool. The manager. You guys like him?
The manager.
Yeah.
I think he's kind of charming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd still say
It's still B.
manager's B. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
think
don't
it's
know
like
very much about
2
him.
lines.
Yeah, he like introduces himself like, "Oh, I'm 37 or something like that," and
Yeah.
da 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 da.
Yeah.
I don't remember very much. I'm sure he's a nice guy. Okay.
Bocchi's
Fans.
fans.
Bocchi's fans.
They're A tier.
A tier? Yeah,
Yeah.
they're an A tier.
Because they support Bocchi.
Exactly.
They're homies.
They're the OGs.
Yeah, if nobody got Bocchi, I know those 2 fans got Bocchi. Can I get
Yeah.
an amen? Not much to talk about them.
Yeah, it's not much. They're cool, you know.
Yeah.
When the episode 8 came up and they're bobbing their head, I was like, yeah, I'm
They'll,
bobbing
they'll,
too.
they'll play more of a role in the manga. Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll read ahead then, just to see them.
Dad.
the lonely dad.
The lonely dad sitting at the park bench.
C tier.
Yeah, C tier,
C tier.
because he made Bocchi cry.
No, D tier.
D tier?
D tier.
What? Nah, bro. He has
Nah.
a happy family. Come on.
I mean, like, it wasn't his fault that he made
He's just
Bocchi
sitting
cry, alright? He was just sitting there. He was literally just existing. You can't fault him for that.
He should have noticed Bocchi. He should have paid attention to his surroundings.
You're being too mean on the guy.
No, he's already happy enough. He doesn't deserve more. D tier.
No, if they're like intentionally hurt Bocchi, they're D tier. But you know, he's not done that bad. He's not that bad, surely.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
You know who does deserve to be in D tier though?
All right. Well,
Tropical Love people.
well, let's bring him up. Tropical love guy, and his girlfriend.
They gotta be D tier.
D tier.
How dare they like openly express their love like that?
I don't know, man.
There's a time and place for everything, and you know what? This was not the time.
Tropical love man's kind of smooth. C tier. C tier.
Smooth. You think
Smooth.
he's
Oh,
smooth?
sorry. I was distracted. I was looking at your beauty.
You're just too pretty. Oh, you.
Yeah, the girlfriend's D tier, dude. Like, who falls for that? Well, I guess I fell for it.
The only people who would fall for that are if you guys are already like in love with each other.
Yeah, or if you're an NPC.
Yeah, nothing matters anymore. You just,
Yo, come give me a C tier. He gave me a good laugh. I thought it was kind of funny.
Bro.
When I heard him say the line, I just burst out laughing. It's like, this guy makes this smooth up. I mean, I'm happy with D tier if you want to compromise.
Yeah, get a D tier. How dare they?
The girlfriend too.
Yes. Rip his head off.
Rip his head off.
Hey, yo,
Both in D tier.
drunk guy.
The drunk guys at the bar talking about his wife cheating on him. He deserves
He
A
deserves
tier.
better.
He deserves
A
A
tier?
Oh, yeah, A
Yeah,
tier.
give him a break, bro.
Yeah, give him an A tier.
Look,
I
man.
mean, he did cause Bocchi pain though.
I think he was in more pain than Bocchi though.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Look, Bocchi was just like, oh, bars aren't too bad. It doesn't seem that scary. And then she got scared, right? I don't think that's on the
He
same
gave
level
her a
as-
reality check. You
Yeah.
know? He
Oh.
did the proper thing.
Yeah,
an adult.
he taught her how the real world is like.
Yeah.
Yeah. That people can cheat on you.
Look, man, your wife's not with you, but you just know that I'm with you, all right? A tier.
All right. The manager. I don't remember her name.
Manager
put them
Seika Ichiji, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
S tier for me.
S tier.
Yep.
Oh, she's kind of tsundere. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
S
yeah.
tier.
Is
Yeah.
that all we're gonna say? Please refer to Smash or Pass.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got like you get more.
I guess.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. She's harsh on you. She's stern, but like that's for your own good. She has her moments. I think the last episode sold me on her.
Oh yeah,
a
the
lot.
birthday present thing.
Yeah, the
yeah.
present,
Oh, yeah.
that was-
Yeah.
I prefer surprises. She sips her juice.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, my heart.
PA-san.
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 She's just there.
Yeah.
He's cool.
It's kind of just
B
there.
tier?
B tier? I don't mind B tier.
B tier?
You want to put her in A tier? I don't mind either. She's
How about halfway?
halfway.
Halfway. Yeah, I
I'm
can
gonna
put
do
She's
her
got
that
good
thing
one-liners.
She's cute, I guess.
Yeah.
She's in the goth aesthetic. It's just her personality is not developed. But does she get more development later on in the manga?
Not really. She's
No.
more just like there.
Like me for real.
I think A should be fine.
A, yeah, sure, I put A.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
she like
Exactly.
amplified the charm of the big sister, right?
Yeah.
When she teases her, so you know that's A-okay in my book.
A,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Let's go.
Guitar store girl.
The store girl.
Like
I kind of like her. She's an A.
Yeah.
She's an A.
She's
for
an
me.
A.
It's kind of an A for me.
Sure. I really got nothing to talk
I don't know.
about.
It was just kind of funny when she saw like Bocchi head
Yeah,
bobbing and she was
headbanging,
like,
it's
"Oh my
are you
gosh,
okay?"
yeah,
manager,
yeah,
we have
yeah.
one coming in."
Yeah, she showed concern for Bocchi, so
Yeah.
A.
Exactly.
All right.
Um,
The punks.
The punk. I didn't have one of them here, but like, let's say this too.
The punks at the school festival. I
Yes.
think they're A tier.
A tier?
Despite like, you know, showing aggression towards Bocchi at the start, right? They became diehard fans.
They did become
Yeah.
diehard fans actually.
They did.
Also, like, I just want to note the you know the intro when they first come up. It was like Bocchi and like the camera shot underneath their chin. I thought it was kind of funny. Man has a long chin,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
long jaw. Just for that jaw, yeah, it's A tier.
Sheesh.
Also, them like submitting to Rio.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yo,
They got put in their place so hard.
kind of dig that. Let's talk about them.
The two hecklers at their first live.
I feel like
Uh,
Ponytail Girl kind of redeems herself a bit. Kind of. She's kind of Cinderella though.
No.
B tier.
I think C.
C.
I think C.
Oh, like they kind of come around. I think you need some harsh critics in your life.
I think harsh critics are fine, but they were being hurtful about it.
Yeah, they were being pretty hurtful.
They weren't being constructive about it.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, this is a waste of time. This band sucks." So that's
Okay,
why
wait.
it's C tier.
Ponytail C tier. The other girl D tier.
The other girl D tier.
She has like nothing. She's just there.
I thought the non-ponytail hair girl was the one that was like they're pretty good.
Was she?
I don't remember.
I thought it was the ponytail that said that.
But you know, I'm fine with putting them CD.
Yeah.
CD's nuts.
And I just like ponytails more. That's why
Oh,
she's
you just
C.
got the ponytail bias.
Yeah.
I understand.
D. Yeah, she's too mid. I don't like her.
All right, her.
She has potential.
She's A.
A tier.
A tier.
She's A tier.
Yep.
Does she become
that-
S tier in the manga? S tier
I
material?
think she would become S tier for you in the manga. I definitely
Okay.
think so.
Oh, she's got
She
potential.
What
has
is
not
this,
said a
uh,
single line, but she's A.
She's looked.
Just glared at Bocchi and I'm
She,
like,
yeah.
A tier.
Yep.
The moment they walked in, yeah, all for you go.
Ooh, go for it.
All about that.
Yes.
Beach
Oh,
guy.
Beach
Beach.
extroverts.
D tier. D.
Done.
All right.
Done.
How dare they put the main cast in distress?
How dare they make Pochi explode?
They killed Bocchi.
Yep.
She's gone.
All right, last but
Sister.
not least, the family, the Goto family.
Yes.
Sister,
Futari Goto.
A tier.
Yes.
Despite making life literal hell for a sister,
She's funny.
Yeah, she's A tier.
funny.
She's A
She's
tier.
funny. Troll.
She's a little funny
It's
girl.
Just a little bit of trolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheeky bitch.
Just a little bit of emotional trauma on the sister.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll leave him for last actually. Bocchi's mum.
Pochi's mom. Go ahead, put her in S tier. I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
Based on looks, she's an S tier.
I'd put her in like A because she doesn't know anything about music. But you know,
I mean, she's hot.
this ain't Smash or Pass, bud.
Oh, sorry, wrong episode.
Oh yeah. Refer to the episode.
Fair enough.
Well,
S
she's
tier,
like,
I don't mind.
actually, I got nothing to say. She doesn't really do very much.
Like average anime parent.
Average every mum. So I noticed
Uh,
that
she-
the sister takes after her a lot, and Bocchi takes after her dad a lot.
Yeah, but I feel like her dad is like still somewhat extroverted.
Oh, but he's an adult, so like he kind of has to be. Because he has his like spasm moments.
Yeah, I think it's because he's expressive, and like Bocchi is somewhat expressive, so
Yeah.
I think that part definitely.
Her sister's like more reserved usually, just like her mum.
All right,
Okay.
well, Bocchi's dad.
Dad.
He's S tier.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. It's a good father.
Yeah.
Didn't you
I mean,
just give her
monetized
like
her-
$3
her
million?
channel. I
No,
mean, she made the money.
Yeah, she made that money.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Like he knows potential, and he monetized. He encouraged her to keep at the guitar. You know, he had a guitar before.
You
Kind of
broke my
plays like
guitar?
not much of a role in the anime, but you know it's implied that he plays a role.
Yeah, I mean he's a dad.
please show me his eyes.
I mean, you have fathers like Full Metal Alchemist father. You know?
Ah,
What happens when Futari gets combined with Jimmy Hen, huh?
no,
Yo!
don't do that. Well, when that happens, and he's a D tier, but for now, he's an S tier. He's an S tier in my eyes.
No. Well,
That was a lot faster than I thought.
Yeah.
We didn't
No,
argue very much.
we didn't argue very much. You're right. I guess. All right.
Oh, that was
Thanks for tuning into the Bocchi
Actually, we should do
special.
closing
Yeah.
thoughts. We should probably
About
do closing
what?
thoughts.
What are we closing on?
Closing doors.
Closing doors? Well, we can go through everything again. Maybe. Leave a comment.
Let's do a rendition of the opening right now.
Okay.
No, we're done here.
Bust out your instruments.
Got nothing much to say about.
Yeah.
Go ahead, watch the show if you haven't. If you haven't watched the show, why haven't you? You know what? Well, it's not really aimed towards all audiences, would you say?
Yeah. It's specific.
Because, you know, there's a bunch of people out there who's only exclusively watching shonens. If
Yeah.
you're a bit more open-minded about what you watch, definitely give this show a shot,
Yeah.
right?
It's a really good coming of age story.
Join the
It's-
appreciation club.
If you're like, you know, enjoy J-pop songs, go ahead, give the songs a listen. If you enjoy
Mm.
rock, you know, maybe you have some songs that, you know, stick with you. And, you know, characters. Do you agree with our characters? Do you agree with our song list? If you don't, go ahead, leave a comment below. I'll
Yeah.
fight you. I'll fight you in the comments.
Damn.
Right. But yeah, thanks for tuning into the Bocchi episode special.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time. I've been DJ number 1.
Okay, cool. I'm DJ number 2.
Did you know there?
See you next time.
All right. Adios.